Hey guys, what's up? It's a Carrie show. A lot has happened in the last 24 hours. So we'll talk a little bit about it once we get some people in here. But basically, I was suspecting I had some kind of evil spirit or something because I seen it the one session that I have with my therapist after I got out of the ER. I hadn't seen it since until last night. But I don't know. I'll go into it in a minute. But like I said, it felt like something came in the house or I don't know what the zero. Oh, likes are at zero. Well, I barely started 30 seconds ago. Of course, the likes are going to be a zero. So, anyway, I heard something come into the house, but there was nobody there. Hey, Joey. Yeah, I heard somebody come into the house. I didn't really talk about it. It felt like because we had the screen, we had the main door open. And so there's like a can of like a Walmart bag of cans that we collect. And then whoever like collects cans that like comes or whatever, then we give them to them because we don't usually just collect them to be collecting them. We just give them to whoever needs them and, get the money off of them. It was some kind of a demon. So we'll talk about it in a minute. There's this. I know how to explain what they look like and all of that stuff for getting people coming in. And then now I feel better now. So we'll talk about all this. Most of my symptoms, and I got diagnosed with at the hospital, serotonin syndrome. So also serotonin syndrome causes a lot of mental issues as well, and a lot of physical pain, muscle spasms, stiffness, muscle rigidity. But the pains that I were having felt like someone was either beating me with a baseball bat, which I never had that kind of pain before, or stabbing me in different parts of my body. That I was literally being stabbed. I woke up one day with a scratch on my neck, and I don't remember what day that was, but I think I mentioned it to a couple people. That I'm like, where did I sleep wrong? How did I sleep wrong? I mean, I had this thing called the bed buddy. Maybe it was like the tag of it, like scratched my neck somehow. But I'm like, is the tag? Is it really going to scratch my neck? So I was like, where did I get the scratch? Did I scratch myself? How did this all happen? But something told me the other day that I had 10 guardian angels. Those are dead people, usually family members, that are in your area that watch over you. I didn't close my closet door, but it's closed back there. I guess you can see. But anyway, yeah. So there was that. And there was the scratch on my neck. I actually seen like a version of him, or maybe the whole version of him, when I had that therapist session. I guess that was not yesterday, but a week ago, Saturday. And I saw all kinds of different things. I saw some good things. I saw some bad things, but he was the bad thing that I seen. And he was like at least seven. He was around. I say, Barron Trump is 6'9", and Shaq is 7'1". So it's somewhere between 6'9" and 7'1". I'm not the best at heights because I'm so short and I was laying down. So yeah, we're gonna go over all the stuff about the demon and then go from there. And so I knew it was some kind of evil spirit because I could tell that he was evil. He was dressed head to toe, and from and all in black. He had long, long hair past his shoulders and maybe a hat on. It was hard to tell because it was like completely black evil figure. And he had no face, no eyes, no nose, no mouth, nothing. Usually with some of these things, sometimes they have glowing eyes and different things, or just look, but he had no face. So that's what really freaks me out. If I hadn't been my therapist on the thing with me, when I'm going through and doing this mindfulness exercise and I seen something like that, then I would have probably, ran and freaked out and told my mom like there's something happening. So like I said, and then that was Saturday. So this was like Wednesday. My worker was on her way or about to be here soon. I'm not going to draw it. We're not going to go there again. It's gone. It's gone. That's all I know. It's gone. It's not coming back. So we're not going to go there. We're not going to mention names. We're not going to mention who it might be. I've gotten different people, and I'm not going to Google it because when you give it more attention, then it comes around and it could possibly come back. So we're going to leave it all alone. We're just going to do the stream. We're going to talk about it and talk about how I feel now. We're going to go from there. So because if you start paying attention to it or giving it power, then it can come back and make your life hell. So no, we're not going there. I would describe him. I would talk about him on the stream and tell what happened at church. And then I prefer not talk about it too much again, unless I'm giving a testimony or something. So like I say, he was around 7 feet tall, all black, no face, and long hair, possibly a hat, and then just head to toe in black. No, I had this before. I talked to Cindy with the thing the other day. So this happened Saturday, Wednesday. So no, me and Cindy hadn't had it falling out until like a day or two ago. So this was like before. Like I say, Saturday, Adam's barking at the door like something's there and it's not there. He kept barking and running around like something was there. He could see something and he was trying to warn me. So, and he usually doesn't do that. He doesn't usually do that, like run around and bark unless like somebody's coming in the door or we come home. He usually doesn't bark that much at all unless someone comes in the door. So, and then a little later, like say my worker was supposed to be here at 11. Mom was at the store picking up things. So I don't have time to go into the Cindy thing. I talked about it the last term. I read some of the messages. I'm not going into Cindy anymore for a while unless she contacts me. I'm just going to let it be. I think she's in kind of like a cult thing with her pastor. It doesn't seem like any kind of pastoring that I would want to be involved with or how they want to be involved. Like you have to memorize all these verses and you have to do this and you have to read the Bible. You can get religious stuff without reading the Bible 24/7. And you can get religious stuff without, some of the stuff that they suggest to do and like memorizing verses. And when I'm this sick, how am I going to memorize a verse when I can't even keep my name? I can keep my name straight, but I can't keep like TV shows straight. I can't focus. How am I going to memorize a Bible verse when I'm in this condition? So, if she's going to do her, I'm going to do me. I blocked her. I messaged her a couple of things and then I blocked her. And so Cindy's blocked. She probably is not blocked on YouTube, so she can come in here and comment if she wants to, but I'm not gonna just unblock her. I didn't say that she was in a cult. I said she's in like a cult-like thing. She's following a pastor that is not ordained and not from a seminary. She's following a pastor that goes to get a certificate online, just like all these ones that do to help their friends and stuff get married or their family members get married. That's what kind of pastor she is. She's a pastor of the people. She's a pastor supposedly ordained by God in her own words. And yeah, Susan is a pastor of the people. So we won't go there either. So I was like, no, I can, if I want my demons and stuff cast out, or if I want to go to, I'll have Pastor Tim and Tina and everybody else pray over me. I'm not just going to have this pastor that I do not know come to my house. Because she was going to have her and Susan, the pastor, was going to come to my house and write all these note cards and stuff for me and make me memorize them. Like, this sounds like pain and torture. This is not the kind of religion I want to be a part of. So, and she wouldn't let me talk. She wouldn't let me finish because I mentioned I couldn't see my Bibles. But I've learned that if I take my glasses off and look again, then I can see them. Or I have my large print, Jesus Calling, which we might read a verse in that because I haven't done today's yet. We have my large print Jesus Calling. I also have a large print Bible down here. It's very big. And it's kind of heavy. It's not good on my shoulders. But yes, the demon thing happened. I wasn't sure if it was demon or demons, like multiple demons or evil spirits or what they were. I just know that they were very evil and possibly a demon. And one of them either scratched me or something the other day. And then one came into the house. I didn't see them anymore. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I guess it was last night. So Friday or Saturday, last night. It was early Saturday morning. I don't know what time, but I could see him again. And he was like somewhere in my room. And it's not like he was like, I don't know if he was floating or like he wasn't like standing fully on the ground. So maybe that's why it looks like he's 7 feet tall. He wasn't like standing anywhere. He was just kind of around. And then I'm like, well, how do I get him out of my room? What am I supposed to do? So I woke Mom up. I was freaking out. And she's like, I'll pray right now. And sometimes Adams was scared to even come in my room and stuff or be around me. So he knew something was happening, but he couldn't really. And sometimes he would refuse to eat. So I was like, he's scared too. He's seen it. Most of the time, unless you're the person being affected, then it's usually children, and animals are more susceptible to spirits and stuff, whether it be good spirits, bad spirits. They're susceptible to all that. So he's looked around many times and thought he was seeing stuff and started barking, and he never does that. So I knew that it was some kind of a spirit that he could also see. And like I say, I only seen it those 2 times. So I didn't say that. I don't talk like that in the chat negative. I've already had rules like this in the past. You can't be mentioning all kinds. And I'll go back through the chat in a minute. But don't be mentioning any kind of like sexual type things, people that might be they're what they are, whoever. But don't mention that stuff in the chat. I'm trying to keep the chat family friendly. I'm trying to keep it clean. I'm going to go through and probably purge and get rid of a whole bunch of videos, a whole bunch of streams, anything that I think was not religious worthy. Yeah, there's still things, girl code. Do I follow it? Probably not. But no, we're not going through the old. I told you guys to stop bringing up my past and stuff too. That's a rule now too. You cannot be bringing up the past. I'm not banning people. I will go through and delete comments that I see are offensive to me or offensive to other people. And then if you keep doing stuff after I already said stop, then you start getting timed out. So we'll go back through the No, I already deleted it. I'm not going to time you out because I mean the lowest timeout is like 1 minute. Usually I start with 5 or 10 minutes depending on what it is. So no, I don't think it was a poltergeist because poltergeist moves stuff around. He didn't move anything around. He was some kind of an evil spirit, possibly a demon. And I was already to the point because of being touched that I'm oppressed. I wasn't possessed yet, but I was what they call the intimate, oppressed, or you have an oppression. So I don't know if anybody doesn't realize this or anything about these things, but there's oppression, and then they continue work on you and bring you down, or like that's why I was so angry. That's why I had so many problems with pain. But I also had 10 guardian angels plus all my earthly angels rallying around me, praying for me and different things and helping me through this time, even though it was only like 8 days. If it had been another 8 days and I waited to go to church, my doctor's like, well, I was wanting to go to church. And she's like, well, maybe you should reduce your stress levels and try to stay away from people right now because you're so agitated and everything. And I'm going to give you these medications. Yeah, do the medications help a tiny bit? Am I going to stay on them forever? No, because I don't like to be on those kind of medications. And because I'm already doing better with the peace and the feeling and everything that everything's going to be okay, I don't have as much anxiety. I don't have the agitation. I don't have all these other things that I was having. I don't think I'm actually having manic symptoms right now, but I see her probably on Tuesdays when my appointment is. So I'm going to continue some of the medications, but the one she said I have to take up to 3 times a day on my worst days, I'm going to try to shut that down to 1 to 2 times a day as needed. Because instead of every 8 hours, if I'm feeling fine, take it at night to help me sleep, help me calm down and go to sleep. Same thing with the little gummies that I take over the counter with all the different things that's in them. Same thing with the Epsom salt baths with the lavender or different things to kind of relax you and go to sleep. So last night, because of that happened, I think I only got 2 to 3. I think I got about 3 hours of sleep, and then I was up, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. So we'll go through the chat a little bit. We got Joey, Kate Winslet. What does that say? I'm not going to say the name of that, but it's something master. Jack Shakes, Tokyo Lloyd. Negative. Yeah, we haven't talked in a long time. Go back and watch my videos too, because there's several videos about fears. There's several videos, just videos like update streams. There were some shorts on there with Adam videos. There's probably the sort of my Christmas thing. But yeah, we're not going to draw it. Welcome back. Negative YouTube. If I have your channel blocked, I'll go back and look. But now it just says negative. Maybe that's why. So I can check and see if you're. So yeah, we're not going to go into things. I think I'm going to delete this comment because anything that gives anything about the demon, we're going to delete. Did Cindy curse me? No, we already discussed this. I wasn't even talking to Cindy. I mentioned some of the stuff, and I said if I needed this stuff, I would go. Yeah, we're gonna remove comments. If you guys keep saying it, then you'll start getting timed out. No, because Samuel Jackson has a face. This thing did not have a face, so there is a big difference there. We got Lantern. I go to a non-denominational church. I've been in Pentecostal churches before. I've been in mostly the Baptist churches is how I was raised. And so mom goes to like a General Baptist over there. And then I like to go to this church. And I tried it a few times and I really liked it. And so I started going to that one. And you guys probably know what it is. I can mention it. I'll even put a link to their channel or whatever. It's Lighthouse. Is it Lighthouse Church? It's not really got a Baptist or anything because it's non-denominational. And they have 2 morning services on Sunday. And then they have a Sunday night. Now, and they have links like on Facebook and YouTube where they do it live. So they don't have all that, but Wednesday night is at 6:30. They have an 8 o'clock and a 10 o'clock. These are Central Standard Times for everybody. They have an 8 a.m. and a 10 a.m. And then they have all of them online. And then they have little videos and different things online and all kinds of stuff that happens. Now, usually on Sunday night, it's not live, recording until it's a Beauty for Ashes night, which is the first Sunday of every month. And what that is, the Beauty for Ashes it's like an addiction house or a rehab place for people that, get arrested, don't have like a record, and they can go to this place instead. And it's Christian-based rehab facility. I don't know what they do in the beginning, if they just like detox you or anything first before you go there. I've never been there and I know much about it. I just know that the pastor's wife runs it. And she's also speaking tonight, and 2 are going to graduate. And my cousin, one of my cousins were a part of it for a while, but then she wanted to be with her children and stuff. And so she didn't fully finish the program, got about halfway through, but she's a completely changed person. You can tell it. She used to be really angry and a lot of issues with, I would say, depression and a few things. And then she had some stuff problem happen to her when she was really young. So I would be angry too. I would be angry too with some of the stuff she's been through, just like I was angry with a couple of things I've been through. So yeah, and she works at Wendy's now, and so we see her from time to time. Okay, like I said, we're not going to talk about the L word or anything like that. Like I said, we're going to remove it, and then you get 5 minutes. I don't know if you had said it later, but we're going to give you 5 minutes for that. It's already coming up 5 minutes, so there you go. But like I say, I'm not going to be. Yeah, if you're supposed to memorize basically half the Bible, they wouldn't have printed it all in a book. And I have a Bible that's the King James version. I like the other versions better, but let me show you real quick. Let me get my Bibles out. And I haven't looked at these in a while, so now we're losing. Okay, well, yeah, if you're a CD, you'll just get down in there wherever you want to go. And then I got this Bible. Okay, I got this one when I graduated high school from my church. And it's just a NIV version, which I like. This is one of my favorite versions. It's real easy to understand. Presented by the church in Poplar Bluff, May 26, 1996. And see, it's still very good condition because sometimes I read the Bible, sometimes I pray, but I have other Bibles. And so when I got my student Bible, I used it more than this one. So this one rarely got used because I had a student Bible that I got from for my birthday. I think it was my 18th birthday or something like that. Around that time or when I was in college, the deacon of the church and one of the deacons of the church and his wife had a student Bible, and I absolutely loved it. So next thing I know, it was Christmas, birthday, something. They gave me a new one, and I couldn't believe it. I loved it, and I've got it on my tablet. But I was going to take my tablet, and then their wife, they don't really have Wi-Fi. I got a similar one. That's the King James, but it's got my name. Presented on graduation that was my 2-year degree. It's got their name and the church, United Pentecostal Church. I'm not going to say the whole name, but it's United Pentecostal Church in Poplar Bluff, May 24th, 1998. And then there's a note here saying, Carrie, may the word of God be a guide to you for your life. And I'd already been baptized. That was before I got baptized. So later that summer, I think I got baptized. And then we moved to St. Louis. But I got baptized, and this was a few weeks before, or maybe it was like 2 or 3 weeks after I got the gift of speaking in tongues. That's the first time it ever happened. And then I think of like 2 to 3 weeks later, I got baptized. And I don't know if we'd already had the Bible or came around at that time, but all in the beginning, it gives you all these different guides to different things, Bible chapters, stories of Jesus and all of his. I'm just opening up to show and all of his friends. And there's like a whole list of like 25 pages of stuff. It says on page 25. And then you have all the Bible chapters here. It says creation, sin, 10 commandments, challenge for Joshua, the Shepherd's Psalm, words of wisdom, the early church established, which is in Acts 1 and 2. That's where they started speaking in tongues and nobody would understand each other when they were trying to build a thing, but it got done. The great love chapter, that's in 1 Corinthians, secret of contentment, and then heroes of faith and the New Jerusalem. So if I'm, suffering with different things, I can go through these things. Or sometimes I just go like this and I just open the Bible and then that's what happens. And then they have all the stuff in the back is what they call the concordance. It's a real small print. But what that is if you have a question about anything that you're reading, it tells you what it is in the back of the book. So it's like a dictionary. And my other one has a dictionary like that too, but it's called a concordance. It's not called a dictionary. There's a little bit of a difference. And then we talked about this Bible. And we're going to start reading stories out of it. And it's going to be so much easier for everybody to understand because it's technically like a children's Bible with pictures. And it's like stories from the Bible. It's not actual scriptures. So I figured the first time I go through and read the Bible, because I've started it a million times, never have finished it. So if I go through that and read every single story, and because I've been in church most of the time, I know most of the stories anyways. But, I was in and out of church for a while. When we moved to St. Louis, I never did really find a church that I really liked. I went to the one Pentecostal church, but I didn't like the preacher as much as I liked the preacher I had in Poplar Bluff. So I would go off and on for a while. And then I think we finally found one of the pastors from down here was preaching up there. And we went up there and we joined the church, and I loved that church. It was a General Baptist church. And he's retired now. He's still alive. But yeah, it's just, and then we were there, like we had just joined the church, and it wasn't 3 months later. He decided he's going to move down here, be where he's, back in the area on his farm or whatever that he has, or, he has a farm down here somewhere, like in the country. I don't know if he has animals and all that, but he has like, like a couple, he's got some land and some stuff. So he came back down here. I think the wife died at some point. Don't quote me on this. The wife may still be alive, but I'm pretty sure his wife died, but he's still alive. But he retired. And my aunt and uncle used to go to his church. And I've been to the church down here with my grandparents before. My grandpa would take me, instead of going, I said, well, instead of going to your church, Grandpa, can we go to this church? And he said, yes. And so I got to go to church with my grandpa sometime when I was down here for some reason. I don't remember what year that was, but that was before he died, and probably about a good 3 to 5 years before he died. So if he died in 2017, this might be around 2012, maybe even a little before that. So I mean, I've been in church off and on since I was very little, 3 weeks old. We talked about this the other day, and I was singing in church by the time I was 2, and singing at this. They had this place down here, was called the Boot Hill Jamboree, and my grandparents loved going there and dancing. I don't know how long that place has been closed, but we're talking the mid 80s, the early 80s, and the late 80s, maybe even possibly into the early 90s. That place was just like, they did all kinds of different dancing, country dancing, square dance, square line dancing, and the other stuff where it's just regular dancing. I don't think they did. And then I remember a year, like a long time ago, and you do the thing, you do-si-do, and you do these things. That was that at that one place. So I don't remember much of it because I was pretty little. I was probably about 8 or 10 years old, so I don't remember so much about it. So if I was like 8, that would have been as 86, and if I was 10, it would have been 88, or maybe it's the other way around. If I was 10, yeah, 88. The otherwise, it would have been 86. So around before 1990, I went sometimes, and my grandma and grandpa were good dancers, because my mom can't dance too well because she's, only has one knee. But my grandpa and her would cut a rug and be all over that dance floor. And it was great seeing them so happy and everything. And they were married over 70 years. And then grandpa died. And then within 2 years, grandma died. So, I mean, it was sad, but they lived very long lives. And like I said, if anybody's been paying attention to the streams, I'm not going to live a long life. So, even though I've been healed and stuff like this happened, I don't know if God is going to take me before I have to suffer too much more pain and pain for my conditions, or something's going to fail, like my liver or my kidneys, or my organs are going to shut down. Something's going to happen to me in the next 5 to 7 years, and I'm not going to be around. But I've made peace with it. I've told mom, and I've told a couple people about it, and I've told the YouTube channel. I've made peace with it. Do I want to live longer? Maybe, possibly. Am I going to live longer? Probably not, because of all my health issues. My dad used to say all the time, I don't think you're going to be lucky if you make it to 50. Well, according to the thing, if it's 5 years, I will be 51. And if it's 7 years, I'll be 53. So I will make it to age 50, but just not very much further than that. And not to age 55, not to age 60, not to age 65. And I'm going to go before my mom is. So she won't have to deal with the pain. I mean, she's going to deal with the pain of my death, but she knows I'm going to be at peace and everything. And she's got a few years to get used to it. And she'll die in a few years after that. She may live to be in her 80s. She's already almost 80. She may die within like a year or two after. It's not going to be a long time. So 2030 or 2032. So in between there, that's going to happen. 2030 to 2032 is my death date. I don't know her death date. But also I have 10 guardian angels that are, guardian angels that have passed on that are watching over me. Most of them are family members and a friend or two. And then, that's been trying to fight this demon off of me and help me and comfort me. And, nothing was calming me down. I wasn't able to hardly sleep. And I think some of that was the demon. Some of it was the serotonin syndrome, because I had all the physical pain and all the physical things going wrong. I can barely walk with the walker now. But by the time I went up there, got the demon thing done, I was able to walk back a little faster. I could stand up more. So I still may need multiple healings because of what my body's been through and what my body's still going through. And then I was able to sit there and I did about 8 physical therapy exercises that I could remember off the top of my head. And I'm like, these doesn't hurt me like they normally do. I'm still going slow, still taking it at my own pace. And before I was hurt, but I was still having the muscle spasms. I'd have a spot here that would come up and it just starts shooting pain, or I'd have a spot in this leg, or I have a spot in my arm, have a spot in my shoulders. So it's not going to be out of my system still for a little while. And like I said, tonight, because I'm doing better, I'm not going to take the Ativan until, um, and it's generic. I think it's something else. And then I have like another one that's called Hydro. It's got Hydro or something in the name. And then the other one that's just for mania that I take in the morning. I only take one pill of that one. The other, that one is 4 times a day or every 6 hours. And then the Activan was every 3 times a day or every 8 hours. So we're going to kind of monitor my thing between now and I get 2 more days before I see the doctor and see if I can just, slowly start going off the medicine or start, because I'm on like the lowest dose. But instead of taking it 3 times a day or 4 times a day, maybe I can cut back to 2 times a day for the 4 times a day one. And then the other one cut back to one a day and then see me again. And then, slowly wean me off the medicine because I'm already on 15 prescriptions and now she's added 4. And then I went to urgent care Friday Friday. And they gave me like a cough and cough suppressant and expectorant for all the congestion all in one. And they said that would also help with your fluid. They found fluid in my ears, but they did all the tests like COVID, RSV, flu, and strep throat, and that was all negative. And so I'm slowly getting my voice back. Am I going to sing much today? Probably not. We're going to talk about everything. I'm going to read the chat. I know I'm way behind like fears sometimes, but we're going to read all that. And then we're going to probably rest a little bit because I have to get back up and go to church and do it all again. Because tonight is the one Sunday a month that they do the Beauty for Ashes. And yes, I could watch it at home, but watching it at home and being there in that environment where the spirit's moving is so much different. So I want to go and I want to see the pastor's wife preach, Sister Tina, and see the graduates. And they show out like a I guess it's called a video of like all the pictures and things and like any kind of video that they have from when they first come in until they graduate. And the differences are night and day. Some of these people come in on meth and look all crazy looking. And then the next thing you know, they're at the end, they're just glowing. So by the last few pictures or even after a few months, you could tell the difference. But by the time you get that 1 year mark, I mean, you're free of everything and God has set you free and free of your pain, free of your past, free of anything that's going on in your life that can bother you. So that's why I feel today. I feel free. I'm free of the pain. Not completely pain, but I get tolerable now. And I can walk a little further and I can walk a little faster. Am I going to still use the walker sometimes for balance? And if I have to walk very far, yes, I will probably use it tonight because I'll need it. But because it's a long walk into the place. Or I can just try to do it all without the walker, hang on to things like I do at home, and just take it very slow. There's some chairs, like when you get partway to the auditorium, there's some chairs, and then you can sit down. And then you can sit down for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then I can start it all again, and then make it into the auditorium. And hopefully I can sit close to the front so I can see a lot of the stuff that's happened. One time we went almost late, and we were way toward the back or almost on the last row because this place fills up. So we need to leave early so we can be there early so we can get a spot. Well, I mean, the parking spot and be able to get a spot where we can see a lot of the things that are happening. But the music live like that it's so great. They have different music people now. So I don't know really who's in charge of like the nighttime music or the 10 o'clock music. Because there used to be this guy called Pastor Jeff, and I loved Pastor Jeff. He was great with the music. But I don't know if he had to move or he left the church, or I don't know the whole story yet. Will I find out? Probably sometime I will. But it wasn't Satan. It was some kind of an evil spirit. So let's see, Zentron. Yeah, thank God you're doing okay. Oh yes. And Mom felt better too. She said her shoulder was already doing better. I prayed over her shoulder before we left. And I went up there twice, actually. Well, actually 3 times. I went up there and I was like, I got up there and I can, a lot of them get on their knees. I can't get on my knees. So I kind of like laid over where the altar steps are and went up there with my walker, put my walker kind of in front of me, prayed, and people prayed over me. And then later when they did the altar call, I was like one of the first ones up there, and the pastor prayed, and I had 2 different guys, I think, praying over the first time, and I started feeling a little better. And I just feel like my anger and stuff was gone, and some of the pain was gone. It wasn't gone completely, but it was a little better, and I was walking better. And then I did the other time, I went up there without the walker, and the pastor anointed me with oil, and I went to the floor again like I did the last time. And what was the other thing? There was one other thing that, I went to the floor, and both him and another guy was praying over me. and I just almost started convulsing on the stage, on there, at the bottom of the stage. I felt like I was not really convulsing, but I was like shaking and getting it all out. And God was talking to me, and I was like speaking in the tongues and just praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. And they were casting out everything and casting out any medical conditions and all these other things and the forgiveness and all these other things. And I felt totally calm then after. I was down there for a while. I don't know how long I was down there, but I was down there praying and praying and praying. And then something told me I could set up. So then I set up and set down to the last little stairs. I think there's 3 stairs to go up to the stage. And so I sat there and I prayed and I just kept praying. And I kept praying. And then next thing I know, I was ready to go back to my seat. There was a little baby that could possibly have spinal bifida. So we all went up there. Several people went up there and prayed on the baby. I prayed for the baby. And then there was another guy that he had gotten a liver transplant. So we prayed over him, or maybe it's his pancreas or something. I think it's his pancreas because he's really high blood sugar. So that's the pancreas, not the liver. So they were praying for that he would get it, or that everything would go good and it would either be healed or he would get the transplant. And so there was that. Well, when you're at church and there's no stools or anything anywhere around, I don't know what do you mean could have used a stool. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Jen is here, I guess. Hi, Jen. Hi, Adam. But not the dog, Adam the human. Adam Pachidi. Welcome to the chat. Why don't you go stream? Why are you guys being mean to Lantern? Be good, guys. Yeah. We'll stream on Thursday and Friday. Yeah, they usually stream Thursday, Friday. Today's Sunday. Oh, yeah, glad I'm okay. Yeah, thanks, guys. I mean, I thought, and see that one day when I woke up with that neck scratch, I don't know what day that was. If it was like a week ago, Sunday or Monday, it was before I had the thing with him coming in the house Wednesday. So, and before, just yesterday, Adam's looking all around like he's seeing things, but he's not barking, but he's kind of looking all around. I'm like, oh, yeah, you see the demon too. Okay, but it's not in the room right now. After I seen the demon, I was walking around the house just to go in the kitchen to get water or go to the bathroom and then check on Adam. The living room just looked so dark, dark, dark. Even though it was like dark outside, it just felt like there was just a dark presence in the living room. But I didn't want to go in the living room and see the presence again. But I felt like he was hiding in the corners or in the shadows or something. And so, yeah, that was kind of strange too. And so then it was hard to sleep. Don't delete the bikini streams. Well, I'm sorry. The bikini streams and a bunch of streams are going down. I'm probably going to delete anything that has me cursing in it, anything that's not, Christian appropriate, anything that I feel like I need to delete. It is my channel. So if you guys want to start making copies of them for yourselves, I suggest you do that. It's going to be a while because I still have to go through my Instagram and my Twitter. I already went through my text. Now I have to go through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and get more proof for the fear stuff. Plus delete a lot of stuff that I don't want on there on my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So that's going to take a while too. So it may take me a couple months to get rid of everything. And then once I start YouTube, I have so many videos. I wrote that down yesterday. Let's see. Yesterday it said let me write this all down. I have 1.4K subs, 1,127 videos. You think I'm going to get that done in like a day? So you guys have plenty of time. I'm going to try to go all the way back first. I think it's about 6 years, 5 and 6 years ago. And I may do a lot of it on the computer because then it could go through all of them and just start in the back and then work to the new ones. So we'll start with the very old ones. So I'm just telling you guys now, we're going to start with the old ones and then work to the new ones. And it says I've got 165,555 views. Of course, I'm going to have more than that now. And it says I started July 17, 2017. That's technically wrong because I had that thing and then the thing with Alex and I deleted my channel. So, and then I deleted the channel, but then I kept the name so I could still use my name. Like I copyrighted, like the Tina Turner thing. I still had my name. I may have lost all my content, but I still had my name and I would come back stronger. And I did come back stronger and I'll come back stronger this time too. So since it left, can we play Garfield Kart? Not tonight. Not tonight because I got to go back to church and do things. I'm still having headaches. I'm still not physically back to where I was. So if we did do any kind of PlayStation streams and stuff, they're going to be like 15, 20 minutes long because I can't sit for too long and I can't play and I can't focus. So those are probably going to have to wait a month or two, or we're going to have to go. And I have to go through those videos too. So I may delete like certain ones like the Cyberpunk or any certain video games that are, if they're a TVMA video game, they're probably going to get deleted. The teen ones will probably stay. Any of them, teen and under, will stay. but like the TVMA and whatever's above the MA, like for the mature, anything mature is probably going to get deleted because of the language and stuff. I will play them on my own time. I might play them with other people, but those will not be put on my YouTube channel. So they didn't say Garfield. They said a lot of stuff before Garfield. We talked about this punk rock. We're not doing Jackbox anymore, and they're all deleted. I'm not gonna ever do that again, unless I can get you guys to be family friendly or just turn the comments off. If we did play it again, the comments are going to be turned off and no one can comment. So if you guys want to no comment stream like that, possibly, because I'm going to have to rate it for kids, or I'm going to have to rate it where there can't be any comments, or if you have to be, only certain people, or they're going to be unlisted where only certain people can get one. I don't know what the quack quack means. Okay. Oh yeah, he's talking. But that's not really Dunk Rock. That his real name is Punk Rock. So I'm pretty sure that's just a new thing he had to create because I have him blocked. Tokyo. Yeah, I can't even memorize half the back of the Velveeta shells and cheese box. Yeah, later maybe we get time. I can look at some like nutrition contents of anything that I have here in my room. We're going to go back to them in the balancing streams. We're going to be doing more music. They're going to be acapellas so I can get the money. But, we have the two maracas now. We have a tambourine. We have the recorder. I'll eventually be able to play the piano again. But right now, my hands, see, they're not as shaky as they were earlier before I got all that happen. But I was just like constantly shaking. I would be crying. I'm constantly angry, constantly irritable. And there's like a whole bunch of different symptoms that was partly the serotonin and partly because the demon was starting to come into my life and somehow oppress me and touch me. Once you start getting scratches and stuff, it's not long before you're possessed. And if I'd waited any longer to go to church, there may not have been much hope for me without an exorcism. Now, the pastor in them could do an exorcism, but it's a little harder to get the demon out when you're fully, fully possessed. And it may take multiple attempts. Like that boy from St. Louis that he was at the hospital and those priests and stuff. That's the guy, the little boy was, they changed it to a little girl for the movie. But the little boy there, what was he, 12 or 13? He was playing with an Ouija board. Next thing you know, he gets, playing around with the Ouija board. Next thing you know, he gets oppressed and then possessed. And then it was like months and I don't know, like months and months and months of that exorcism type stuff from the priest before he got better and then lived a normal life. And that's even more hard on a child than it would be like someone like me to have that happen at like 12, 13 years old or 14 years old or however old he was. And that's a true story because he was at it's no longer there. And I think because of his story, they actually tore that hospital down. It's crazy because I thought maybe the hospital was like haunted or something, the Catholic hospital or whatever it was. Okay, somebody said how Uncle Gary. Oh, there's Gary, I guess. Tokyo fist bump. Okay. Tokyo fist bump. Wave, wave, wave. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I think I've mentioned all your names. Jucifer says, play Jackbox. Nope, I don't have to refund anybody. I did the 3 things that he wanted and that I agreed to. And the last one was unlimited or relaxed rules or whatever. So, nope. And if you're going to lie in the chat, you get your things removed. And the next one, you'll start getting timed out. No, you don't have to download the entire channel. But, I mean, if you have enough computer space, then I guess so. But if you re-release any of my content without my permission, then you're going to maybe be suffering a lawsuit. So just tell you now, you can have you can record it for your own personal use. If you send it to anyone or release it on other channels, then that's when I will be doing a restraining order, cease and desist, all of that stuff, and possibly suing you for civil damages. So go ahead with all that. Don't mess with me. Shakes, hello. I will pray for your liver. Yeah, I already have liver issues and elevated levels. Right now, it's been a normal range for a while. But the more medication I take, and what else? I didn't really ever do a lot of drinking, but there's times in my life where I did more drinking than others. There's also medications that can raise your levels, like certain birth controls can raise your liver levels. There's other ones out there that can raise your liver levels. And so I was having to get ultrasound done. I guess it was every 6 months or every 3 months. It was every 3 months for a while. And then when I had a normal one, then they said once a year. I also had to go in and get it. I had already been diagnosed with the fatty liver disease. I think my brother has it too. And so I would have to go in and get it checked. And then the ultrasound, they first did the ultrasound and they said I would be at a risk of cirrhosis of the liver. I'm possibly at risk of that in later life, especially if my levels keep getting high. So I just have to do the best I can do and try to watch things. And I don't drink, so that doesn't affect my liver, but other things that can affect your liver. I didn't really have an exorcism per se. I just got prayed over by the oil and prayed over by, I think it's two people, and then later the pastor, two different times. And then there was a pastor and another guy there praying over me and other people in the church. And they were some were praying up their seats, some were praying up there with me. But then I went in the floor like I did last time I got healed. And, you just stay on the floor until you feel like God's ready to let you up. Then I sat up on the step, and then I prayed some more. And then I prayed over the baby. I prayed over mom. And that other guy with the sugar and stuff, I prayed for my seat. But God called me to pray over the baby, over there by the baby. So I went with the other people. I was about 3 or 4 back from the baby, so I didn't even get to hardly see the baby. But 3 or 4 back and people around with the baby. On him, I didn't pray over, but I prayed over at my seat. So hopefully he's going to be fine. Next stream for Eddie. Hello, Eddie. I see bananas and a camera. Okay. Or is that a hot dog and a camera? Okay. So technically, no. And I will answer questions, but we're not going to talk too much about the actual demon or seeing the demon or what he looks like too much. I already described him. He's like no face. When I knew he had no face, I knew there was a problem. Because most of them are going to, even if it's an evil spirit, you're going to like see a person. You don't just see like this black figure head to toe. And some other stuff happened that was just kind of strange. I don't really want to talk about them on the air, but just other those strange things that was happening around this time. Music and next song. Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. You guys are talking. Well, I don't know where the demon got released to, but it's gone. It could possibly come back if I don't stay in church and stay close to the Lord, because that's when you're most weak. When you're sick, when you're not doing a lot of religious stuff. If you are religious and pray and do all that stuff every day, I've been watching a lot of my church services and watching some of the past ones, and they have 3 services on Monday or Sunday by themselves that are live. So you have the 8 o'clock and the 10 o'clock and they're not usually live, but tonight's is live. And then they have the Wednesday night. So I've seen last Wednesday night, I think the Wednesday before, and I've seen all of the 8 and 10 recently. And then I went back and I watched the last Beauty for Ashes. And see, I really wanted to go last week, but I'm like, and they're not even going to have services. I went to service with my mom, and I'm like, well, we'll go to my church Sunday night. And then I was too sick and too weak to go. So I've been so weak, even though I'm not eating enough, maybe, and I'm getting dehydrated. So we'll see what the blood tests say when they come back tomorrow. And then I see the doctor Tuesday. So we'll see what the blood tests say. Well, I mean, I took a bath. I washed my hair. I had the conditioner left in my hair for like 2 days. So last night when I went and washed it out, I remembered to wash it out every step. But see, I washed my hair and then I put conditioner on. And I was getting out of the tub and I'm like, I think my hair is like, I think my conditioner's still in. But do I want to start the water, do the whole thing again? No. I'm like, I'll do that tomorrow. And then the next day, I didn't. I was too tired or too in pain to even take a bath. So I did that last night. And I washed it all out and then put fresh shampoo on, washed it out, then put the conditioner on, washed it out, and had my full bath and put a whole bunch of Epsom salt in there for my pain in my muscles. And then we've got a whole bunch of different episodes now. Mom got me some that had like a honey blossom that's got manuka honey in it. And it's got the different things that's supposed to help with healing. I've got my one that I like, which is the argan oil. There's a rose oil, there's a lavender, and I've used all the lavender up. And I didn't really like the rose oil as well, but I like the lavender. And then Mom got me one that's also called blackberry. So I was like, let's just try all the flavors. And then just regular Epsom salt in between. So I'm not using all the more expensive ones up. The regular Epsom salt is a bigger bag. And it's almost as cheap as the other ones that are like half the bag. So it's twice as expensive to get those other ones, but they're nice sometimes. Okay. Well, I'm leaving all the speaking in tongues ones up because I'm doing that again now. I'll probably try to start doing more things. I about caught up with the chat. So Mo Money, Jen, I think I said hi to you earlier. Vic Rules, hello. Will there be dancing streams? Probably not. I may be dancing in my chair, but I don't think there's actually going to be standing up and dancing streams. Unless it's like during Christian music or something and I want to dance. But not regular dancing streams to regular music, no. And plus I have to watch the people for the disability people. If they think I'm too healthy for disability, they can possibly take away my disability, and then I don't know how I'm going to survive or live. It's right here. It's technically, this is the hat. I can show you guys real quick. I might put it on. But we talked about hats the other day. This is the OG AMP hat. Okay. This is my MLB The Show hat. It's back. Okay, that's the back of it. This is MLB Show hat. And then this is like the mule from our town, this mascot. So that's either basketball. I mean, I guess I would go for basketball, volleyball, or anything like that. We will play Garfield sometime, probably not for a few weeks until I'm better. But we're going to show the hat. We might put the hat on for about 5 seconds, but let's get the back hat on. What is that? Some Beyonce song. We need to play the Beyonce song with this. So, yeah. Okay, that's the hat. Let me show you guys where the hole is. See, there's the hole where I ate out the hat. I ate that. Well, I didn't eat that whole piece. I spit pieces of it out, but that's the first original chunk that I took out of it. And it goes back all the way back to this. So that's those streams I may not delete, but if there's cursing and screaming, or if there's a lot of like things that I don't agree with, you know, I got to go back and watch most of these videos and find out which ones. Yeah. So that's actually my top video. It's got over 10,000 views. Somehow it made its way to Russia, and a bunch of Russian people shared it with a bunch of people. So if you look through the comments on that, if you go to my, I guess it's live streams, and then go by most popular, it should be the top video. So that one I'm probably going to keep because it's my top rated video. I may have to go back and edit it a little bit if there's anything that I feel needs to be edited, or there's going to be a few videos that we keep up. Yeah. So I'm like, somehow I made it to Russia, and I later, one day I went back and there's all these like comments, and there's like, and it's in Russian. I never did even figure out what language it is, but I think what I did was I copied and pasted it or typed it out to my Apple translator to Russian or whatever it is. And then I put it in there. And what it said was, I don't like this. And this is it was, I don't know if they didn't like it because I'm eating a hat or what it was, but it was like a lot of dislikes, and some people liked it, some people didn't. But, I'll share a link to that, or when we do the 9-year anniversary, we'll play some of that. So we'll play little clips of our streams here and there. I may not even fully get done cleaning the channel. I'm just going to be letting people know if I added it to any of my other social medias and you're a Christian, there's going to be some streams on there you're not going to like. There's going to be all my old self before I fully went back to God. And yes, there's some stuff I'm not going to, but some of the people that I went to high school with, I said, if you want to, like, look up the Jesus Calling streams, because a lot of them are even be, they'll be of age appropriate even to kids. And it's just me and Cindy, and we sing the songs, and we do the prayer request, we do the prayer, or I just do the prayer if she's not on the stream, and then we have the Jesus Calling. So before we leave, we will do the Jesus Calling. We might sing one song or find one song out of the children's Bible, because that has music at the end. And then, yeah, I don't know why we're not getting likes, but, I don't know if it's because we're like deleting comments and stuff. Well, she got kicked out of that church, so no, she can't. Technically, she's not supposed to come back, because Sister Tina was trying to pray over her, and Tina thought she had a demon, so she was trying to pray the demons out. So if anybody forgot to like, we're only at 4 likes. I'd appreciate it if you give me some more likes. Thank you. Now we're up to 6. So yeah, it doesn't hurt to like the channel. It gets it out. More people able to see it, the more likes you get. Yeah, we can do a mod meeting eventually, or we can do a mod meeting on my Discord with all the Discord mods, or we can just do a stream or I can do an unlisted stream and only invite the mods. We can do that too. We need to schedule a date for that. Once a week, I will be doing a prayer and prayer request stream, like a church, and not really church service, but I'll sing some songs. We'll do the Christian thing here, and I'm going to try to make this a daily thing. I'm also going to make this a daily thing on Instagram. I don't know if I can go live on X. I think there's ways to do it. If I can't go live, then I'll just reshare them. And then Facebook. So Facebook, Instagram. I'm not doing TikTok or Threads yet. Eventually I might. So we're going to be talking YouTube. Okay, let me get it right. I'm going to write them down because I might get them wrong in a few minutes. Let me work the back of this. So we're going to be doing these Jesus Calling things. Let me take this down so it's not sticking everywhere. So we're going to be doing our regular stuff on YouTube. Okay, now I have a pen that doesn't want to write. Come on, Eileen. I need you pen to work, please. I thought this was my new pen. And I'm writing over a book. Oh, my goodness. Let me get another one. Those pens suck. I just got that out yesterday. It's already not right writing. These are really cheap pencils. So let me look at the other ones. What other pens do we got? Or is these? Well, these are pencils, right? Those are pencils. What else do we got? And that's it. So I'll just try another color. And it could be because these are old, but we'll try another color. Is this green? We're gonna try the green one. I've got 4 pens in my purse if this doesn't work out. This is what I wear to church. It's just some little like they're kind of like jeggings because they're like jeans and leggings, but they don't have like the zippers and stuff because I can't handle all that. Mostly I have just pull on leggings or sweatpants. I have a couple of sweatpants. And it was a little bit cooler today, so I don't mind wearing shorts and stuff to church and stuff if it's really hot because I like to be cool. So okay, we got this. I don't know if it's green ink, so we're gonna do YouTube, and this is for Jesus Calling. Facebook, just gonna do abbreviations here. Instagram, and possibly X if I can get it to do anything. If not, I'll repost some of those from Instagram to like X and Facebook. But it's just easier, or we can stream all together. And if I stream under the 3 minutes on YouTube and just read the Jesus Calling, do and do a quick prayer, or say that if you want prayer requests, I'll send you prayer requests and just do a quick prayer, and end it. And then the once a week on YouTube is going to be doing more songs. I'm going to possibly start bringing back the acapellas. So I say once a month we do like a karaoke stream, but it has to be acapella type music, or music that I've even made my own music. I've made my own music before, and then my own type of thing with the music and stuff will be the maracas and probably the tambourine. Well, Adam, that's something I'm never going to do, scrap religious content. So, that's a warning. Next time you say something like that, you will lose a mod, and you're getting timed out for 5 minutes and it should be 10 minutes, but since it's your first time out, I'm going to give you 5. So, Zentron, thank you for liking. But yeah, I think scrap the religious content, focus on Garfield. I think you need to be in prayer, need to be in church, Adam. Seems like, or you wouldn't ask me to scrap any religious content. But I will be back to streaming and a little bit of gaming when I'm able to. So I'm just not able to right now. But yes, the mod meeting will be coming up. We're almost at an hour. And I've got to probably eat again. Let's see, it's 3 now. We have to leave, I would say around 5 to get a good parking spot because they're going to be packed. And they were half full or less this morning, and only a few people. I guess if you don't want to be around the people, you can set up in the balcony. But there are times where that church is like almost at the 10 o'clock service is almost packed. And there was no rain today. It was cooler, but where's all the people? What happened? Maybe because Pastor Jeff left or something happened with Pastor Jeff. I don't know. And people don't like the new music. I liked Pastor Jeff too, but the new guy, I don't know if this is who was in charge, but the one guy with the guitars and stuff that can sing like a rock star god or something. He's not a rock star god, but I'm just saying he seems like a cool rock star with the electric guitar. And there's some other guys playing the guitars, and of course we've always had a drummer of some kind, and then the keyboards, and the lady that's on the keyboards of the piano. And so with all of it together, and you're in there, and it's like you're in a concert. I absolutely love it. Going to church like that, and I've had some churches like that, but I don't think they ever had like that. The one I like, the Pentecostal churches, no, they don't have a full band. They have. Like I said, I've never met this guy. I've only seen him a couple times on the thing, and then like live. So I've seen him live today, and I've only seen him. Cindy really liked Pastor Jeff. She said, "I feel the Spirit every time he sings," and yes, he was really good. He's more of like an R&B. Like the guy we have now is more of a rock star, I would say, or like a Creed. He sounds a lot like Creed to me. He sounds a little bit like it would be like a Bon Jovi versus AC/DC versus some of that kind of stuff as well. So it just seems like a rock type stuff to me. That's just my opinion. Other people might have a different opinion. And then, like I say, there's other women. There's one of the pastor's daughters singing, and she kind of preaches a little bit too, and she gets all over the stage and be talking in between songs and stuff. Yeah, rhythm and blues. And so Pastor Jeff is African American. He has a really high voice as well and can hit the high notes. And so he sounds like more of like a baby face or like a Boyz II Men, something like that. Only it's Christian music, and breaking the chains and all these other songs. And so when I get my voice back a little bit, I'm gonna do that. I might get loud, and they did that the last Beauty for Ashes. It might get loud. So I watched that the other day. I watched it last night or this morning. I don't know. When I couldn't sleep, I watched it, I think, because I only got a few hours of sleep. So I've just been, maybe that's why the demon hasn't hardly been around, or have I been able to hardly see them, because I've been playing a lot of Christian music and playing my church services. Because if I can't focus on a TV show. So I've been only watching like the news I could normally watch, and sometimes it's hard to concentrate on that, or calm down enough where I can pay attention to what's going on. And that's why the doctor's like, you're going to take over these medications, especially these four. Make sure she's getting them correctly. Now, she said the one I didn't have to take every 8 hours, but if I'm agitated or very, very anxious or very, very irritable, it's for anxiety and agitation. And that's what I had at the ER. And that's what they gave me. Only they gave me 2 milligrams, and she put me on a half a milligram. So it's up to 1.5 milligrams a day. On my really bad days, I've been taking it the 3 times a day since then, since that Saturday or Tuesday, which is she prescribed it. So we're 5 days now. We're taking it 3 times a day. We're taking another one 4 times a day. We're taking another one once a day, and we're taking the antibiotics twice a day. And then we're on my other 15 pills. So I've got my list somewhere. Yeah, I got my list over here. So I've got all of these, and then she added some, and then on the back was my this is just all my over the counter stuff. Every single thing I take that's over the counter, because some of them were in there and some of them weren't. So we literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, some of these are like test strips and like alcohol swabs and stuff for when I get my diabetes test and stuff. So we'll skip those. Let's count that without that kind of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not counting test strips. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's the needles. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's over the counter, but well, let's skip that one. Then 15, 16, 17, 18. And then I think there's one more, 19. So that's not counting some of like the strips and different things and like my fish oil. And then on the back, I have all of these. So that's 19. Now we're going to go to the over the counter. We have Tylenol. What is this? It was already in there. I don't know how it got marked in there again. I don't know. So we got one. That's vitamin. That's already there. Maybe this one wasn't there. Let me see. I don't know where that other get added. Let me see. It should be that. Yeah, that's for arthritis, so it should be in there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm seeing it because this is alphabetical order. Maybe it's because I take less of it, or I don't know. Or it was something new, so that one wasn't there. So, and then these other things are really kind of like Biofreeze. It's like a Imodium that I take when I eat something spicy or greasy. And then now blood pressure medicine. And then Zyrtec. So I don't know. I already lost count. But like I say, it's hard enough keeping track with my regular medications and then them adding me on more and then me having to keep track. So mom is dealing with those 4. And then I've got about, I don't know how many alarms on my phone now. So yes. Okay. So let me go to where my alarms are on my phone. Okay, let's count these down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to have 8 alarms on my phone of the different times I have to take my medicines. Instead of just taking them 3 to 4 times a day, now I have to take them all these other times, and I'm trying to keep them straight. So some are every 4 times a day, some are 3 times a day, some are twice a day, and some are like every 4 hours. So the new stuff that she put me on for this cough and cold congestion is every 4 hours. So that's 6 times a day. I got to take that. So yes, can you imagine how stressful that is to just even treat a few medications straight, much less trying to do like 20 medications. And so my nurse will help me when she comes Tuesday, and we'll try to get, or Monday tomorrow we'll try to get them all in like the jars except for maybe those 4 until I see the doctor Tuesday. So she fills that 1 week tray. She comes every Monday, fills the tray of the week from like the week before. And then but I had been taking some of them like from the different doctors on my own. And so I didn't have her putting them in the things. I'm like, well, I can handle these. And then we're just getting more and more and more. And so it's harder. So I already had like different alarms to feed the dog. So I'm like, what? And I couldn't hardly keep, sometimes that straight, except unless when the alarm went off, okay, he got fed 4 times a day. Well, now I have 8 alarms on my phone. And so Oh, I'm sorry. How long? I don't know how long your timeout was, but okay. It didn't seem like it was that long. I'm sorry. Negative. I'll try to do it less next time. Since I did do, I think, was it 10? 10 minutes? Yes, you can, because I've been timed out many times on fears and other people's things. You can hear the audio. You can hear the audio when you're timed out. So yeah, that's a non-truth, and I would delete that comment because that's an untruth. I'm not going to put you back in timeout, but I don't even know if this is negative YouTube because it just says negative. So it could even be somebody else that's just pretending to be negative YouTube. Yeah, you've got one subscriber. So yep, you joined January 30th. That's not even the real negative YouTube. So there you go. Nope, debunked. That's not you. One subscriber. You're gonna have to prove to me that it's you some other way then, because then you're gonna have proof of that your other channel then, because nope, I'm not gonna agree that it's the real person because the other person with the other name has commented on my channel many times. A lot of people can do Carrie Trivia. That doesn't mean it's you. I've had this channel 9 years almost, coming up in like 4 days. So everybody in here can do Carrie Trivia. Okay? I'm not deleting you. I'm not banning you. I'm just saying, if you keep spreading lies, you'll keep getting timed out up to 24-hour timeout. So if you want a 24-hour timeout, go for it. Well, he shouldn't allow. How did you lose his channel? Did he lose it from trolling other people? Did he lose it for lying? Did he lose it for other things? No, he's not. I don't trust him. Oh, you guys can argue all to the hell the freaks is over. No. So I'm not going to delete the rest of these comments, but yeah, we'll have to do a call or something then because I don't believe you. So, well, moving on. So we're going to do YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X, Jesus Calling. Okay, this pen is actually writing, so that's good. Jesus Calling videos or streams or short streams. I may just do them as a video and then once a week do the full prayer thing because I'm not going to stream and kill myself streaming like I did before. Videos, okay, videos or short streams. If I feel like a 30-minute to an hour stream that day, then we'll do that. So videos and short streams. If I can get this thing to write some more, I don't want to press it and do. Let me see if this black one is working because it's a ballpoint. It's like the soft point or something. Yeah, it'll work better. So that's for the Jesus Calling, and we're going to stream it on everything. You guys can make suggestions. That's not going to happen for a while. The Garfield stuff. Yeah, I'm sure anybody that was in the chat and that you being in the chat, then yeah, anybody knows that comment. So that's not enough. The green bean thing is not enough because anybody else that showed up to my streams could read that in the chat. And so, yep, not enough. Not debunked yet. So, I mean, I'll still pray for you. I don't think you're the real negative YouTube. I'll just pray for someone that's called negative. So, but I'm not, until you can get your channel back, or if you never get your channel back, then I don't know how to help you. We literally have to talk on the phone with a mediator, and you have to prove to me that you're negative YouTube with some kind of screenshots of your other channel. If you don't have any of that or any other, yeah, that'll be willing to do, but not today. Not today. Okay, Bill Seamus, we do not accept anything about body parts or anything about sex or anything about nudity. So that is going to be a remove. And that next one, that's the first warning. Next one, that's against our rules. I don't know. Maybe you haven't been here, and I'm going to have a clear set of rules later. I didn't feel like doing it today because, it's the Lord's Day, and you should rest on the Lord's Day. Am I resting? I'm resting a lot. But I'm going to do this short stream. Tell you guys are coming up on the channel. They can want Garfield till forever. I'm just saying I'm not physically or mentally able to play Garfield or any stream right now. Any game. I'm not literally able physically or mentally. That might take a month to come back. That might take 3 months to come back. Even when I start doing them, I cannot do an hour or two video like this and do that. So they will start with like either 15 to 30 minute quick gaming, and then go from there. It may be once a week. It may be once a month. Because I'm in so much pain a lot of the times, I'm not physically able to set in game. So they will come back. They're going to be very short. No, I haven't been playing since before Christmas. I'm just telling you, I've been in too much pain. I haven't been able to do anything. I sit in my recliner. I don't even sit in this chair most of the time because it hurts my back. So I have to sit in my recliner or be in my bed. Those are about the only two places it's comfortable. Now that I got healed a little bit, I'm going to use the basketball for my back and get me some back. We'll go a little bit longer, but I need back support. So I could either go get a pillow or I could use my new basketballs. And I'll do my physical therapy later, either after church tonight or something. Well, I mean, I don't know if I don't agree with your humor, then you will be timed out. These light up, and I got a football one too, and this can help do my physical therapy. Like you have to sit with a ball like at your back for back support, so you don't strain your low back. Yeah, but I might fall asleep, and it's not comfortable to just lay in bed like that. So I have to like move around a lot. So technically, no. And then I can't see the TV to be able to do anything. Some games I probably can. Oh no, but I use BioFreeze and all this other stuff. I'll use BioFreeze later before I go back to church, and I might try to do it without the walker, but it depends. I can do with some steps, but I don't even have a VR, so I don't know what VR you're talking about. My old VR got sold at one of the yard sales like 2 years ago, so I don't have a VR, and I haven't had a VR in like 2 years. I still have things where they try to sell me the VRs. I still maybe have some of the VR games, so but I don't know how to. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Balatro. What is Balatro or Balato? Let me see it. I can't even see it. Balatro. Let's Google that because I have no clue what it is. Is it a game? Is it a system? What is it? You guys still aren't explaining it. Is it a game? Balatro. It's on a mobile game. Well, if it's a mobile game, I can't stream it anyways. 2024 deck. Yeah, I don't even know. Deck. It's like poker. I mean, I guess it's saying it's similar to poker. Deck building game. I don't like that kind of stuff though. I like solitaire. I like try peak solitaire, but I haven't even played those in years. If I can show you, I've got like a million things on my phone of like games. Like I've got all these games, and then like there's like all these games. Like I've got tons of games. These are what I just call games, and then I have one that's called Facebook games, and they're not even downloaded or updated. Most of them. Like this one has, oh my God, how many pages does this one have? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And then the games one has 5 pages, and they all need to be updated. They haven't been played. I've got some word search games. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then that's a trivial word game. So 10 word games. That's like some of them are word search games. Then I have some entertainment stuff. That's all like my streaming apps. I have all that food apps, and then I have the eating apps, which is the ones that you can get delivered if at all possible. Let me see what else we got. I've got things of surveys that I take, and so I've got all different news apps and social media apps, and then I have a couple Bibles that I could probably get into here, and then I have some health apps, and I downloaded a bunch of mental health apps. So they'll ask me about my sleep, and they'll ask me about all these other things. Would I be good at it? Possibly. Do I want to play it? Probably not. So I will probably go back to Sims once in a while because people are wanting me to and go back to and go back to doing Sims 1 and 2 with the new ones remastered. They're not really remastered, but they fixed them a little bit where they'll work on new computers, and they're still broken. So we'll find all kinds of cool stuff with that are broken. But do I know how to run things from my computer to YouTube or whatever? No, I don't. I used to. I used to do all that, and then the person that helped me with all that stuff, me and her had a falling out, and so if Pixel can help me, then that's fine. But I don't know how to set up all of that, and I don't have a lot of money right now for games. But I do want to get Sims 1 and Sims 2. I have Sims 2, but will it play for my computer? That is the question. And I wanted like all of that things instead of just half. I have Sims 3. My computer is very low space, so I don't even know how to. I'm gonna have to Google some of this stuff. Nope, it wasn't aborted. It died in the game. There's a big difference. Big difference. So that's a lie. So punk rock, you got to go in a timeout for that. I'm sorry. You're not going to sit here and lie. I know all of my streams. I know most of what happened. No, it died or it got cold. You got cold or froze to death or something or starved to death. But I didn't starve it to death. I'm trying to take care of things. So that's 10 minutes. So that means we lose all the chat. I hate to turn into fears, but if you guys are gonna come here and break rules and say different things that are not true, and do that kind of stuff, you will be timed out. When did Solstice die in real life? I didn't hear the story. Well, the hundredth baby, all you have to do is just get them to go from being born, then to toddler, then to child, then to teen, and then to adult. Once they're adult, then you end it. So, and then we had those other houses where we would put all the other ones. Um, yeah, or Solstice. I mean, is he still alive? Is that what you guys are saying, or is he dead? Oh, he died while I was gone. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Also, what was his name? Died, and heard it from the MMA holes. What is his name? I really know his name, but now I can't think of it. Yeah, I don't think he froze to death unless it was like maybe he did, but the music business. Yeah, somebody died in the music business like today or yesterday. Gene Hackman died, and they found him and his wife and his dogs or his German Shepherd dead, and then the carbon monoxide test came back negative, so it wasn't like a gas leak or something. So they think it like could be possible suicide because there was a lot. She took a lot of pills, and there was pills like missing, so she might have like poisoned him or poisoned him and the dog, and then killed herself. I really don't know. It's still kind of up in the air. Yeah, that's kind of the story that they're saying now is they found a bunch of pills in the bathroom, and they were all her prescription pills, and they were all over the floor, all over the yeah. So it's possibly she, did something to him, slipped him some pills, and then somehow slipped the dog some pills in its food. And then it's what I'm saying. So I think she like put the pills in the dog's food. This is what my opinion is. This may not be the truth. We might come out later because they have to wait for the autopsy and the toxins to come back. If the toxins on the dog and him show that, yeah, it's some people are horrible people. When they want to die, they want to take everyone with them. Maybe she thought they'd all go to heaven together or something in her brain. Like if it's messed up, and maybe they were in pain. And he was older when he like 86 or 80 something. So he's older than my mom. So I mean, so I'm gonna move this up to my upper back a little bit, and then we'll or not lay on it his head because it's actually hurting my low back. But just a little bit of back support. I have like a tennis ball. Well, I can't do that right now, but I have a couple of tennis balls, a softball. I gave one of the tennis balls to Adam. That softball was cheaper, but it's like really hard. I don't know if I can use it. But what you do is it will get more area than the tennis ball would, and you massage all the things that are hurting. Could I remember to take that with it? I can barely even lift my head, much less weights. There's one of the physical therapy exercises where I do it with like a cane or something, and I just move my arms up and down. No, Adam, I timed you out. So, there's your mod. I said next time you try to lie in here, you would lose your mod. Bye bye, Adam's mod. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't have you guys lying in here. And now you're getting timed out for another 10 minutes for lying. You used to do that crap all to me all the time, Adam. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. If I have to, I'll hide you from my channel, but I'm going to try not to do that. Try not to do that, okay? So I'm going to have to start doing no comments and unlisted streams. We can go to that. We can go to the kids things where it's for all ages and there you can't comment at all. Or I can do the unlisted, just give to a few people. Or turn the comments off and no one gets to comment. So there's a few other ways we can go. I don't like the way this is going now, but I'm not, but even mods have their standards and I've already taken Quentin's mod away before. So, yep. Well, you don't know, Shakes. You don't know what people are thinking, if they're mentally ill, if there's stuff going on. Maybe maybe it was a suicide pact and they both took all the pills. We don't know the whole story, but why would they kill the dog? I understand people are happy to see me back, but this is like my 5th or 6th stream coming back. I can look, but this is not my first stream coming back. Just, that's okay. Quince was asleep. Fears is live right now. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm still in the process of getting attorneys. I'm going to call some tomorrow. I may also call cyber crimes and the FBI and all these other things for everything that people are doing that is illegal and that should be punished. So we'll go from there. If I have to just call the FBI and all these federal police departments and the cyber crimes and all that on my own to get stuff taken care of before attorney can, then that's what we're going to do. Because we're going to probably pursue some of these people criminally and civilly. Um, Cyber crimes, yes, for stalking and bullying and harassment. Anything over the internet, that's all of that. Revenge porn, all of that stuff. That all counts under cyber crimes. Cyber bullying, cyber stalking. Yeah, if you stalk somebody and you're using the phone, the internet, the whatever, any kind of social media apps, that's when you get cyber crimes, the FBI involved, especially if they're in other states. Real stalking, if you live in the same area, yeah. I mean, I could do some of the things myself because I can file the cease and desist report, cease and desist reports are like the easiest thing to do. And that gets them to stop contacting you, stop talking about you, all of that stuff that I asked Fierce to do. Did he stop already? No. He's already playing some kind of recording or something that has me been talking in the background. So I don't know where that came from or what is even in it, but that's what someone told me. So now I have to find that, report it. I will start reporting every single video that I see myself in or that I did not give authorized for him to have my voice in. Okay, so there's that because I already told him to remove me from his channel. If he does not remove me from his channel, in the next, I'll give him the 30 days. I guess that I shouldn't give him the 30 days because he didn't even do the demand thing or response within 48 hours. So technically, he's not required to have the 30 days. I gave, and neither one of them did the response within 48 hours. And then I just got blocked from Heroes and Villains Discord. That's all that happened. I put some stuff in there about and tagged the admin a couple of times and tagged him about the rules not being followed and that they didn't respond within the 48 hours. So I already reported his Discord for 6 different things, at least 6. I reported Fierce's Discord, his actual Discord, about 10 times. But I think because I was on my phone and not on the computer where you can put all the explanations and stuff in, then yeah, and just keep reporting him. Anybody that sees him do any death threats, what you do on Discord is if you're on a computer, you right click or you look at the little dots and you can click on those if you're on your phone. And then you report all of those for whatever violations that it violates, like the death threats or wishing people died. Yeah, that's pretty serious. So those are like the threatening ones that you can report. So I ask all my Carrie people out there, my Carrie Show fans. Well, I mean, I'm going to delete this comment because it's just a little more that's like, yeah, nobody needs to see this. So the reporting does work. So use the ... So they're either he's going to lose his whole Discord, Heroes and Villains, because he did not do anything I asked him to do. It's unsafe for me to be in there, so I'm only in there just to report stuff. So yeah, I filed, like I say, I studied a lot of stuff in law. Am I good as I was back then? No. Did I ever go to law school? No. Did I ever take the test to get into law school? No, because all these other things happened to me, and I was physically and mentally not able to do all that. So I started working for a while. Then I only know of him through Fierce, and then I figured since he had the Discord, Fierce talks about the Discord all the time. Other people talk about the Discord. I remade my own Discord, so the one that I had before is remade. It's only invite only to a few people. I'm already gonna. Yakov is already pretty much out and said he wouldn't come back. And I said if he came back, he would have to apologize or he would be banned. So once you get to the ban point, it's like this. It has all these different things. So say you want to time somebody out or time somebody out in the Discord. You have the very short time of 10 seconds. You have 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and then you have the 24 hours. So once you get to the 24 hours, then you can kick them for 24 hours or whatever. Or just after you get to the 24 hours, the next one is a ban. There's also Yakov talks to a lot of people himself, and I know many women that don't feel safe with Yakov around, and Fears and everybody else too. So there's that. I'm trying to get more women in there. I think Jen's in there. We have Rezi, because I talked to Rezi this morning or something. She messaged me or something, and I talked to her and I told her about my Discord and said we don't have enough females. There's Lizzie. And there's 1 or 2 other females, I think. Don't get me wrong. Don't let me count because I don't know exactly, and I don't feel like going and doing that right now. And so we're going to do the Jesus Calling weekly prayer, and that's going to be like on a Friday or Saturday, or weekly prayer and music, a cappella. A cappella. Well, I can read it good enough. So that's going to be. I mean, some days it's going to be on Fridays, some days it's going to be on Saturdays. So that's going to be weekly prayer and music and Jesus Calling. And those will be a little bit longer because I'm going to like explain it all, sing some songs. So that's what we got. Jesus Calling. We got the weekly thing. Gaming will be coming back eventually, But when I do gaming, they're going to be very short to start until I can feel like I'm able to. So even if they're 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and it's going to be the games that I pick. I will take some requests, but if you're not sending me like the money to buy the game, then and once you send me the money to buy the game, that doesn't mean you own me and own the game and stuff like that. Same thing with Punk Rock. He sent me money for just the YouTube or the PlayStation price of the game. That's not accounting the 30% that they take off of that YouTube gets. So say it's a $10 game, I only get $7. So say he pays me $9.99, I don't get $9.99, I get $7. I get $7 out of that, and then there's taxes. So if you give me $10, I'm only getting about $4 or $5. So you expect me to play the game every single time? No, it's not wrong. If you have to pay taxes on that. Continue her report on me for what is he talking about? Okay, you're going to keep lying. Now it is up to 30 minutes. There you go. Keep coming in here and lying. You're going to keep getting timed out until the point where it's just going to be 24 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours every time you come in. No, he doesn't own any of it. That's a lie too. I'm trying to explain that. He does not own any of it. The money goes to me. It is up to me what I want to do with it. If you mention game, then I'll try to buy that game. If I can't afford that game or I have to wait 2 or 3 months to get that game, then that's on you because you didn't give me enough money for the other 30%. If you give me money straight to the PayPal, then I would have had the full percent. So it's technically on me when I want to play it, how I want to play it. And if I decide I don't like the game or like people are the people that come in on the jackpot party, yeah. There's no $10 games out there now. I mean, everything is like $50, $60, $70, $80, $100. I do get games sometimes on sale, but like I say, unless you're just donating that whole thing to my PayPal, they're still going to take at least 30% out of that. And if I make too much in the year, then I have to pay the taxes. Right? If I only make like $300 a year, then yeah, I don't have to pay taxes. But if I make over that, whatever that is that they charge for that, let's do some party time and some hearts. I do like everybody, but this is 100% the truth. My truth is 100% the truth. Everybody in the chat has their own versions of the truth. Fierce has his own versions of the truth. So there's that. Nobody owns it ever. I own it once they give me the code. Are they going to come and like hack my computer and take the game back? You still have to pay taxes on the game. It depends on the game, but you still have to pay taxes on that. Pretty sure. Any game that you buy, say there's $70. Oh, well, some games there's not tax. I haven't bought a game in so long. I don't even know if there's taxes or not. But there's taxes if you do that to the super chat or anything like that, or do the members. I don't know what my members are. I think they went up to $2.99 or they went up to two. I don't even know. I'd have to look at my members and see what it is. But it says the members, like for Zentron's the only member. It says I'm getting $2.09. So quote me if I'm wrong. Is the member thing now $2.99, like the lowest on my things? And so I'm getting all but like 80 or all but 90 cents. They're taking 90 cents out of the $3. I mean, I don't know what the whole thing is in that, or why it's only $2 or something. Or if he's in the $5 one and then I only get the $2 and something. I haven't figured all that out yet, or how they do all their calculations. No, I have three different ones. So it's not $14.99. I had a $5 one, I think. At one point, I think I had a $2 or $3 one. So I might have had a $3 one, a $5 one, and like a $15 or $20. It might have been 3, 5, and 10. I'd have to go back and look because I don't know. I'd have to tell you the next stream because I really don't know. Like, let me see if I can look it up and what my members say on my YouTube on my phone and see what it says. So yeah, I think there used to be like a $2 one. I have 3 different ones. Like I say, I haven't looked at it so long. I don't know like what they are. I may have to go into other things here. My voice is already going. Let's see. I think it's YouTube Studio, maybe. I don't know, right? Let me look all this stuff up. But yeah, no, this is the wrong thing. That's YouTube Music. That's not YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio is over here in the different thing. Let's see. Community, is that it? No comments. Analytics. Okay, let's look at members or something. Revenue, maybe. I don't know. I don't know where any of this stuff's under. Memberships. $2.09. So I don't know. what that's coming. And I have one membership levels, but let me look. But it doesn't show how much it is. So that's what I'm trying to find out. It says I have this one, but where's my levels and stuff? I'm going to have to look that up somewhere. I still don't know like a lot of the stuff. And I may change them around. So I'll let you guys know, but I don't know how to find them. I really don't know how to find anything anymore. So if I get a $5 membership, can you use that money towards a game? Well, when I get the check, I can. I'm not going to buy the game. I'm not going to use it until I get the check. And I don't get paid every month. So it may be a year. It may be a year. I can't control, like, unless you send it to me directly, then I get the money. If you send it through Super Chat, right now I'm looking at a check, but they may not pay me until I get the watch hours. And so I may still not get the check next month. I've earned a check. I may have to get the watch hours before I see it. When they try to pay me, they'll be like, well, she doesn't have the watch hours. So now we have to like wait till I get the watch hours. I appreciate your apology, Adam, the human Pachiti. And I thank you for that. But like I said, these are some of the new rules. So I'm not banning anybody. And even if the most thing you would get would be for 24 hours. So since you apologize, I'm going to give you back your mod and we'll try one more time. But if I, I can take away mods at any time. I can give mods at any time. So there's your mod back for apologizing. Thank you. Not until you prove you're negative, the other person. If I don't believe that you're that person, no. I'm only giving mods to people that I know are my former mods. I understand. So I'm giving people chances. Like I said, most of these offenses are going to be 5 or 10 minutes timeouts. If I feel like it's a little too much, then maybe 30 minutes or whatever. But I'm trying not to do 24 hours unless you've already screwed up like 3 or 4 times. Like whoever the guy was that screwed up 3 or 4 times got 24 hours. Was it punk rock? I'd have to go back and look. Let me go back and look. I'm trying to find it. I don't see it anywhere. I see that you. What, $25? Total, you might have given me $25, but you didn't give me $25 all at once. You might have got me $10 here, $10 there. But like I said, I don't get all of that. So say $25, I get 70%. So let's get the calculator because don't want to quote my math. My math might be wrong. So if say you gave me a total of $25, okay? But that was through the super chat. You didn't like private message me $25 or through my PayPal. So we times that by or minus, hang on, $25 minus 30% equals $17.50. So see, that's almost $8 right now that I already lost. So if you expect me to, own the game or you own me, that's not going to happen. So that's that story. So, well, Jen, you have to actually put the $2.99 through the super chat or through my PayPal. I can link my PayPal or something. Let me see if I can. So, and then I can give somebody a membership or something. I don't have a lot of money right now, so let me check my bank account. And I've had to buy some stuff, and I got stuff going on. So, and I do get paid in a couple of days. Or I do get my check in a couple of days. So yeah, I bought like almost $30 or $24 worth of rallies today after church. So mom didn't have to cook because she was so tired. And so yeah, I get paid in 2 days. It's gonna come. So, but I won't get my YouTube check. Possibly on the 21st, I might get it. But if I don't get it, then I'm gonna have to wait another month or two until I get the hours. No, I don't really like their burgers that much. There, I usually just get the big chicken mother crunchers is what I normally get. What am I even looking for now? I'm looking for something, but I don't remember what it was. I don't even know anymore. Oh, my watch hours. Okay, let's do that real quick. Let's go to the other YouTube on this other page and try to find my watch hours. But I don't know. Let's see for the past year. So we got to go to YouTube Studio. I got to find it. So we go to me. And then how do I go to YouTube Studio here? I don't know. I have to do it on my phone. Short subscriptions, subscriptions. Where's YouTube Studio? I'm still looking. There's all my subscriptions. There's all these other things, and more for YouTube setting. That's not going to help me. Okay, well, we'll look that up on my phone then because, yeah. Oh, Adam got some of my chicken sandwich, and we fed him his food. I don't. Well, I'm supposed to stay away from potatoes. I'm supposed to stay away from potatoes. Hi, Charlie. I think if that's the real Charlie. Wow, he used to be my neighbor. What's up, doing? I haven't streamed in a while, so we'll come back to streaming. So I understand that you can't be over here all the time, so it's good. I think you're in a dirt. I mean, I don't even know if you're in the same town that you was when we moved, but we're now in the next town down at my grandparents' old house. But yeah, go to channel and see. That doesn't look like it would be him, but it could possibly be him. It could be a fake him. But it says join 2019. It could possibly be him, but I don't know for sure. And he's only got 1 subscriber, so yeah. So that could be a negative Charlie. But I mean, I'm not going to say either way. I don't know. Like 1 subscriber, even if he was my neighbor, I think he would have more than 1 subscriber. So even though it's an old account, but he'd never stream or anything, so it could just be, friends or family that subscribe to him. So I technically don't know. So let's get the ball. We'll light it up and play with it for a minute and relax. I don't know why it's hit it so hard, but it does help with stress though if you're hitting the ball. If you hit the ball. And one of these days we'll get up here and we'll get the other stuff out. But literally it's gonna hurt me to do that. So yeah. We're gonna play for a moment with the ball. And it's already not light up anymore. We'll just play for a minute, toss the ball around, and distract myself, get a little bit of stress relief. Let's read the Jesus Calling too. I was trying to write a few things down. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the gaming is coming back, but short streams. So let's say 15 to 45 minutes. I don't know how long. If I can't say 45 minutes, we'll do 15 to 30, and we'll work back up to them. We're not going to probably stream more than, I don't even like the game more than 2 hours. So at the most, once I do come back, it might be an hour, hour and a half, unless it's a special occasion. Like this guy that does sim streams and other games. He's celebrating his 11-year anniversary. And I don't know how many, and sometimes he does like 24-hour streams like I did or 12-hour streams. But because my body can't handle the caffeine, and I'm not supposed to have a lot of caffeine or energy drinks and stuff like that, I can't do that anymore. Yeah. So streaming, yeah. And nobody wants to watch a 12-hour stream. When these 12-hour streams come up. I don't quote me for sure. I have to still find the date. It's either April 26th or it could possibly be March 26th. But I think I didn't open my channel then because the Eric and Aaron got married on the 6th of March. And that's 9 years. And then, like I say, I didn't come to actual streaming until probably later. I think me and Fears talked and hung out. And then he started doing different things. And I would come on his streams. I started joining Raz's streams. So it was a little while before I actually started my channel. So I think it is April 26th from what I found out. They come up on my Facebook memories. And I'll be like, look out for my YouTube channel. And, I started with Adam videos. And I still have some of the old Adam videos on my phone. So we might be able to find some of them or re-upload them so then I can play them for the stream, like when he was smaller. And it only goes back until I got my one phone because I had a track phone before that. So I don't have like every single Adam video and see if he was a puppy. But I have some. And I got him in 2013. And he was a puppy then. So he's already 11 now. He'll be 12 then in November. And so there's that. And then, like I say, what was the other things? For my purpose is what I've been showed from God. Is I'm going to be doing Amber Alerts like on all my accounts when they're in my area, like Amber Alerts are even in the nearest another state, but they could possibly come in this way. So we're talking about Amber Alerts, horrible crimes. If I think there's looking for victims for this one crime up in St. Louis from this one guy they found 6 just in St. Louis area. So, and he's lived in a lot of states. So I'm possibly going to do that one soon. And there was a missing veteran. So missing people, if they're like veterans or children, I don't know why I put Missouri instead of missing, but okay. See, my brain is still mush. So missing people like children, if they don't have an Amber Alert, kids or veterans or anything like that. And then any rapist story, because, to put their stuff out there if they've already been charged or arrested. And then you have the domestic violence type cases and even sex trafficking. if there's charges or proof of it out there. And we might just do once in a while, just go through the sex registry in Missouri, because I know two people that's, well, there's my ex that tried to kill me. He's on there. He did 8 years for hurting, was she 13 or 14? 14, I think. Or no, it's the other way on. 13. And then my cousin is in prison now and took a lesser plea. The other guy did too. He got 8 years and he has to be on the registry. I don't know if he's still alive. I had to check all that. And so, and then so we're just, talking about the sex registry and like people that I know that are on it. So I'm at a room right here, but also possibly sex registration in Missouri. And just looking in the neighborhood. Well, he's in prison. I'm not going to go to prison, and he raped me, so that's not going to happen. So no, he raped me, and it was, now years later, he's raped a 14-year-old girl and her mother and beat her and her mother up. So they were the only ones that come forward and do charges. So they're strong. I wasn't as strong, and I didn't remember it for 10 months, so there wouldn't have been much evidence. But if there's evidence and those kits and stuff, and they can prove that there's evidence, it's still hard to get a case because I had the rape kit. I had everything for the guy then, that was north. That was from Cape. I was living in Cape, but then we met in Sykeston where they have the place with the Throwed Rolls, guys, Lambert's at the Throwed Rolls. Anyway, I don't know where he is. His Instagram is either private or whatever. We've had people looking him up. There's about 10 or 20 people with that same last name, or is it backwards? That same first and last name. So he could possibly be in Bangladesh. So yeah, I'm waiting to see what to do about these cases. So I could possibly still go after him civilly because it's only been 3 years. If we wait till closer to 4 years, I don't know what the statute of limitation is. But actually on rape, there actually is no statute of limitations in Missouri. I think you can wait up to 31 years or 31 years after the crime happened. There's really technically no statute of limitations, though, especially if it's a violent one. So I can still sue him civilly. All right, maybe that's for criminal. There's no statute of limitations for criminal rape in Missouri now. Civilly, there might be a statute of limitations. Civilly, there might be one. And it might be 7 years. It might be 3 years. I would have to look. I looked all that stuff up, and I don't remember, but I have it all written down somewhere. But it's in the other room, I think, in my notebook. So it's possible. Your favorite restaurants and more are waiting. You still get 40% off your next 3 orders. Offer is still available. Yes, we know this, but we already got Wendy's today. Or maybe not Wendy's. I got Rally's, but we didn't. I was already in town, and I didn't bother to do the app. So I'm getting Wendy's. Wendy's now is a new place, and I've gotten it delivered, and I've picked it up, or Mom picks it up, and then we don't really have much here in my town. We have a Mexican restaurant. We have a little place called Granny Lou's that used to be called the Bernie Mule Express or something, or the Bernie Mule Cafe or something like that. There's 2 gas stations. Well, there's 3 gas stations, but 2 of them are like a gas station with food that has pizza and like sandwiches and like biscuits, like in the breakfast. And then they have one that's called Fast Break, or Randall's Fast Break. And they even have Thanksgiving dinner for Thanksgiving dinners, and stuff like that. And then they have like different stuff every day, and their food is pretty good. And then there's Casey's that has all the pizza and all kinds of stuff you can order hot there. And then there's just gas station as well with all the breakfast type foods and the breakfast and all of that. Then what else? There's Main Street Restaurant that's down actually. Well, is it on Main Street? It's over there. No, it's on a different street, but it's the part of the old downtown buildings and stuff. So I don't know who that is. Michael Lambert. Is that a person that works with from the Lambert's Cafe? Lambert's is kind of gross. Well, they have a lot of food. I mean, their burgers are like a pound. I can't eat a whole pound burger. And sometimes you can just get certain sides, and then the pass around you have to get like 4 sides. Like, who wants 4 sides? So can I just get like 1 side or something, and then just eat like a roll or something? Because I'm kind of picky eater, so I don't eat most of the stuff there, anyways. I don't eat the okra. I don't eat the tomatoes and macaroni. Okay, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the guy that actually was like one of the Lamberts? I don't need to hear all these stories. You guys can keep the stories to yourself. So we're just going to delete the comments. We're not putting anybody in a timeout. I just don't want those comments on my screen or whatever. So just remove comments if I click the wrong button. So yeah, but so now I see why you're saying that it could be gross. But we hardly go there. I mean, there are like tons of people there. Sometimes I like have waiting lists for like hours. Okay, so that's the top four. One, so the gaming stream, like I said, is number three. We will come back to gaming streams, but we're going to be doing the Jesus calling. We'll try to do it every day, short ones, or I'll try to stay within the 3 minutes, so then it will count as a short. And then weekly prayer streams, and take prayer requests, and then also do some acapellas and do some Jesus calling. Now, on these kind of things, we're only going to be doing ones that are Christian songs. Now, once in a while, we may do a karaoke where I'll be doing family friendly songs. But will I do a family friendly song every stream? No. I might sing a hymnal or something, or one of these songs that's in this little book here. I'll find something and find some stuff. I don't know where all my hymnals and stuff are that I used to have for my piano. Either they're still in boxes, they never got moved from a particular place, or they got lost somewhere. I still don't know where all those things are. I have a few. I think Victory in Jesus is one that I used to be able to play on the piano really good. Amazing Grace, How Great Thou Art. I have some classic ones that I really love, but yeah, my favorite I think was either Amazing Grace or Victory in Jesus that I could play really good on the piano. Can I play them now? Not really. I have to go through and probably get all the chords because I had a book with all my chords in it. When I was getting piano lessons, I started like in sixth grade, and I had her for like 2 years, and we would do all the chords, and she would like when I learned the songs. And I was very good. I learned very fast. I already had a keyboard. No, they never got put in the shed. We didn't have the shed then, so they never got put in the shed. The only thing that was in the shed was like a rake. I guess one of those little spade things or whatever they're called. Just a few garden tools, maybe some old paint. And there was some kind of old boat seats that went in a boat. So all that stuff was my grandma and grandpa's. That was all out there. Something happened. And we didn't know what caused it. They said it was combustion or something. It was just the dry weather. Somehow something just like sparked or something somehow. And then it was just gone. It was gone. So now we have the other shed now. And I hardly ever go in there. Mom hardly goes in there. When we first got it, I went through that whole thing and prayed over it and prayed over it and prayed over it. And Mom went in and prayed over it and prayed over it before we started putting that stuff in there. Now it's got all of her crafts and stuff that she never goes out there and does. I think it has a fan and a heater, but the heater may be in the house, one of those little space heaters. I got her space heater, and I think got her a fan, or both. I think I might have bought both of them, or she bought one of them. But we have one of those tower fans, and then she has one of those space heaters that, if it gets knocked over, it like shuts itself off. Like a safer one, not one of the old ones that'll just like start fires. So we got 4. And do I have bigger pieces of paper? Not really. I mean, I have this one, but I don't know, like, if I have any that I can tear out or something. Yeah, like they're all like, I don't think I have a blank page. I think they're all, yeah, I don't have any blank pages. I don't want to mess something else up. So that's 4. We might come up with more after that, or I can just say what I kind of want to do and then put that on another piece of paper and have that over here too. But yeah, these all got stuff written on the other side. But I can, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to mess with that right now. Where's my other notebooks? I have some over here somewhere. Oh, but they're like really small. So let me find them. Okay, let me get over here. I have where these pads are over here. That's where the same kind of paper is. And they're like, I have to open up the new one. So let's go there and we'll open up the new one. And then I'll have to get out of here soon. I got scissors. Let me get my scissors. I won't be able to open this without my scissors. Sticky notes. And they're a little bit bigger than these other things are. So, yep. There we go. I'm feeling a little weak, even though, ow. I need a pill too. But I think I'm supposed to take my pills at 5. So, but when did I take them? Like 12? Let me see what my next alarm is going off. Let me see. 5, 9, 11, 1 p.m. I just passed that one. So, yeah, I'm going to take a pee break, and then I'll take a Tylenol while I'm up. And then we'll come back and finish what we're doing and do the Jesus calling and go from there. And then I'll have to get off here soon because I'm going to have to go to church again. And I'm going to have to, I'm basically going to wear this again. I don't know. Whoa. There goes the Bibles. There goes the Bibles. Don't fall Bibles. Okay, that'll time me over till 5. Mom's still asleep. Well, it's been a couple hours. I figured you'd be awake now. Fine. Well, yeah, Ashley said no. I don't see him. Does Adam seem more peaceful? Well, I'm saying, like, he was seeing the thing too. And he was, like, looking around, and he was scared too. No, he cannot. It's sitting on my room. Have you read the Jesus Collins for today yet? Do you want to come in there with me when I read it in a minute? I'm just saying, they'll probably be happy to see you. Everybody, they haven't seen you in a while. If you want to come in there, you don't have to. You can do it on another time, but if you're busy, I'm not going to ask you to come in there. But, yeah, drink your coffee, enjoy your coffee, because later you won't be able to have coffee. That's why we'll be able to have decaf. Have you been sleeping better changes in decaf or being less irritable? Well, I woke you up saying I was seeing you in the gym. But you're getting more restful sleep. You're not sleeping like 2 hours and waking up and sleeping 2 hours. You just ask the answer, sleeping better. It's healthy. Yeah, that's what helps you go to sleep. I want to get on the better sleep schedule myself. The mom start working on it. Sometimes I can't sleep. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to sleep and get a sleeping pill from this next psychiatrist. It's helping to help me sleep better. Get more restful sleep. We want to take the pill and keep it off. I don't know. I just hope this keeps being moved. Or I'm going to have to. It keeps moving in. I don't like this. Being moved every 5 minutes. Another thing here. Stop moving myself. Adam, you doing okay? Are you sleepy? Yeah, you make shake on earlier. You get 1 more hour. That's the last 1 hour. That's what I wrote down on my thing. Um, this one is the admin was waiting to maybe take me to the best on my other stuff. Every 6 hours, so we're hoping that I drill, so it's like 5 to 11. And then this is twice a day, so that's not good. And this is once a day, so it's probably this one. So there's 7 here. Eggs out. Yeah, the hydro, that's what I'm saying, going to have hydro one. And then the other medicines. Somehow I took some of them, I don't know what happened with my Sunday medicine, somehow I screwed it all up. So I'll have to go buy my other stuff. Okay, I was just going over medicines with mom and seeing if she wanted to come in here. But she's doing her own thing, enjoying her coffee and chilling, so maybe one time during like the weekly things. So we're gonna finish writing out our future stuff. No, Adam, I don't like you saying like every time I say anything about the dog, and I don't want to keep like doing that. So please don't annoy me. You're not getting timed out right now. You're annoying me, so please stop. I know you're joking around, but sometimes this is really annoying. I've got a headache, so I took a pill. So we're gonna quickly. I'd like to write out some more lists. We may do the list myself later tonight. I think I'm done with the list. I got 4 things coming up. My purpose, which is going to be, that's number 4 that we were going over. Amber alerts, any kind of horrible crime like rape or murder or something, domestic violence, missing people, kids or veterans, anything about violent rape. I'm just gonna be posting them in the community stories, and if I have to, I will do like a short thing about it because I don't know how to like do the screen shares and all that for that. And then also go once in a while look at the sex registry in Missouri. I don't know how often that'll be, but we'll look at that and we'll screen share and just show you guys like look at all these violent people that's just right in my area. There was one guy I think in Dexter that what was it? He gave over 200 people HIV, and he knew he had HIV, and he did it all on purpose. And there it went nationwide, and there was at least 200 people, guys and girls, that he gave HIV to. And I'm gonna get some for my throat since my throat's getting sore and getting dry. All right, I have stuff somewhere. There's stuff in here. Okay, these are in here. We're just since I'm not coughing, we're gonna do the throat soothing ones. If I start coughing, then we're gonna do the other ones. And then probably after this, I need to put BioFreeze on because my legs are still cramping. And then we're going to try to set as much as possible until I go to church because we got to leave in less than an hour, maybe an hour. So let's get this done, and then we'll go from there. And I'll try to stream a short one when I come back. I don't know if it'll be as long as this. I don't know who Charlie is. Do you know who Charlie is, or are you trying to say howdy to me, Lantern? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see Charlie. Yeah. I didn't set a goal, so maybe next one we'll set a goal. Yeah, we went over the hymns not being in the shed. Yeah, you're not sleeping. Yeah. Well, Adam the dog is sleeping. I don't have to keep doing that all the time. And if I try to call him Adam Gabriel, then you'll say, my name is Adam Gabriel too. Okay. Yeah, I don't need all that. I don't need the drama. I don't need the feedback every time I say something about my dog. But okay. It's just kind of annoying sometimes, and you don't seem to understand that. I haven't gotten triggered today, so that's a good thing. I've gotten a little annoyed, a little upset, but not triggered. So from the PTSD, so that's a good thing. I got a lot of peace at church. I understand you don't mean to do these things, but like some people, like the things that I start getting triggered for things, I'm not going to go into details because then I'll start getting triggered again. Some things can really trigger me. So when I do these things and I'm showing all these things and helping people, that I understand. When I'm saying Adam, I'll try to say Adam the human. Let's do this. If I just say Adam, then I'm mostly probably talking at the dog. If I say Adam Pacitti, or Adam from the UK, or Adam the wrestling guy, or something like that, then I'm talking to you. Does that help you? So if I say Adam Pacitti, Adam and the wrestling guy, or Adam the human, then I'm talking to you. It's hard to put the Adam the human and Adam the dog, and it's just I'll try to put your last name every time if that's okay. Or I'll just say Adam the wrestling guy. That's another nickname I can make for you. Adam the wrestling guy. Or a nickname. Okay. Well, we could just call you Pacitti. What's a good nickname? I mean, do you have a nickname? Hopefully it's not just Adam or Adam the human. Or do you have a nickname? Then, I mean, that you prefer me to use, we could try to do that. My buddy Adam. I mean, we could do that. Since you are, technically, I see you as a friend. We could go, my buddy Adam from the UK. Will that work? Or just my buddy Adam? I don't like biscuits, so no. It would be hard for me to remember that. And you guys are lucky because usually I would be watching NASCAR or sleeping or taking a nap. So for me to do like a 2-hour stream, no, don't like that name either. So it's basically going to be Pacitti or Adam the wrestling guy or Adam wrestling guy or my buddy Adam. I understand, but if it's something I don't want to say or I don't even know what it means, then no. So it's one of those three. We'll narrow it down what I like to say, but this is my channel. I run things my own way. If I have a problem, like certain things, I will let you know. I'm a very honest person. Fierce thinks I'm not honest, but yeah, I'm a very honest person. Can I call you Bam Bam? There's Pebbles and Bam Bam from the Flintstones. Can we call you Bam Bam or Scooby Doo or something or Scrappy Doo or what's the guy's name? There was Scooby and Scrappy Doo, and there's Pebbles and Bam Bam. There's the Jetsons. I don't know like some of the names on the Jetsons. I can't think of any right now, but I added Scrappy Doo. Let's do Scrappy Doo. So Adam's new nickname is Scrappy Doo. I don't know how to post that anywhere, but I'll post it in my Discord maybe. Adam be Scrappy Doo. Or if there's another cartoon you like that we can come up with, like you could be Fred Flintstone whatever you want to do. There's Bam. What was the other guy? Was it Barney? Is it Barney? Fred and Barney? I think that's it. Yes. Hail Mary, Lord Jesus Christ, speaks in tongues. The Holy Spirit ravages inside of me during your live streams. It's like a miracle you can walk. It is a miracle I can walk. It's a miracle I'm alive. Something I think I've told the birth story. I'm not going to tell it today. Another day we're going to go over. I listed all the medications. So I mean, I didn't like tell each one, but I told the number today. So, and like I said, I already lost count, but there was like, was there 19 now? Something around 19, and then all the over the counter ones. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. So I don't know how to pronounce this person's name. Can I just call you W or wee or something? We W or Wi-Fi. Can I call you Wi-Fi? It'd be easier. We W. Some of the names I'm not going to be able to keep up with, but I know you like comment on a lot of my streams, so I know you're around. Oh, need a massage. Well, I don't know. Like I said, there's 19 prescriptions. I was on 15, and then she had like 4. But one's an antibiotic, so I'll be able to get off of that in 10 days. And some of these, like once I start, it's oui. Okay, maybe I can figure that out. Oui. That's like French almost. Oui. Oula. Oui, oula. Okay. That's the French version, I guess. Okay, oui. It's close. Yeah, oui. Okay, we'll try to get it. Maybe Fears would understand that. Probably not. He would get it wrong every time. Whoa, wee, Lolo. Wow, what? WW. What is this? Who is this person? WIWIW. Whoa. Wait, whoa. Okay, that's my Fears impression for the day. It's not going to get him upset. So yeah, we got to bring comedy in once in a while. Oh, okay. So we're just now starting the Jesus calling, and then I might have like a word of prayer. And we'll see if I want to do a song, but I mean, you can go back and watch it. I got healed at church, and I got the demon cast out. Did I get healed head to toe? Not this time. No, I don't think I got healed head to toe, but I feel a lot better. Mentally, I'm a lot better. My PTSD is better, and so there. And I'm going back to church in less than 2 hours. So, and I've got to be able to get there early to get a parking spot because it like packs out. Because this is a special 1 month thing. Once a month, they call what they call is Beauty for Ashes. And they get all like the addiction houses together and like the rehabs and plus the Christian rehab places from the area. And they all come. So like half the church is going to be the rehab people and the people that's in a rehab or whatever. There's a year program that my pastor's wife runs. And it's an actual house called the Jeremiah House. Yeah. The comedy care can be fun sometimes. I'm not going to be doing it every cycle, but I'm going to do once in a while. We're going to go back to doing the balancing stuff and stuff like that. Anything that I'm like able to do, I'm not going to hurt myself. So like I say, I've already sit with the ball on my back and help my back a little bit. Or I can have to sit with a pillow behind my back once in a while to help with my back. But the longer streams are not going to be the longer streams anymore. Or we'll have to like switch and do some from the bed, some from the recliner, some from the living room. Like when mom's gone or something, go to the store maybe and I feel like doing a stream. That'd be easier for me to do the stream from there. But then I have to hold my phone. I don't like holding my phone and I don't want to bring my laptop all the way in there. I don't know about that, but like Sim's family of hot guys. I mean, we had like the Bachelor one. I don't know if you were around during the Bachelor times that we had, and it was like Joey. Who were some of the other ones? Sega. And there were several people. Now we could make some celebrity ones. I don't know how good I'm at making celebrities, but I bet if I put the celebrity information in the gallery, there'd be some pre-made Sims, and then we could put a house together of them, like Zac Efron, Anthony Mackie. Ben Affleck. I mean, that when he was younger, he looked a lot better than he did today because he's getting older. But were some of my other favorites. Evan Peters. I'm trying to think. Probably the guy that played Superman. This like was Zendaya. Is it Tom Holland? What is that? His name? Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, they definitely have pre-made celebrities. I was never able to make them very well, so that's what I'm saying. I can get the pre-made celebrities, no problem, if they're free on the gallery. Now, if they're the ones you got to go and you got to get the Patreon, you got to subscribe, and you got to get the people. Yeah, those I'm not going to be able to do very well. But I'm on Sims 4 on the PlayStation. Now I've not gotten. Is it even out yet? I don't know. The ones that's going to have the burglars and stuff, and then the businesses one. I haven't gotten that one. I haven't gotten the Life and Death one. But I have all the ones before that. And I played just a little bit of Love Struck before. I only played it one or two times before I was like, then I was like, I'm not playing for much for a while. And every now and then I'll get a stream. And I started the Walking Dead ones again, the Telltale games. And I think I got to season 2, and I still haven't played since before Christmas. One night I downloaded Madden 24 because I could get the 24 one for free with my EA Play. So, and I played like it for a couple hours or an hour or two. Didn't get very far, but got through the training camp and got on the draft for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think I was a center or something. I think I was a center maybe. So I was doing this one for the center of like the career one. That's what I usually like to do on some of those things. Do the career ones. We tried the football before and tried to be a quarterback, but there's so many buttons and so many things that I can't keep track with all that at my age and with my stuff going on mentally. I can't keep track of all that. So I'm better at like the racing stuff for some reason. Maybe because I've been racing in this stuff for a while. And I was always good at the racing arcade games for some reason. And I'm not the best at shooting games, but if it's an easier shooting game, then I might be okay at. But I'm okay. I still have like the Wheel of Fortune games, like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire games, and those kind of things. So like I want to get the new Millionaire eventually. There's a couple others. There's that YouTube thing, and then they made a second one. I don't think I ever bought the second one. The YouTuber, oh my OMG or something, and then there's a second one, and I haven't ever played the second one. So that might be a game I might get and do some streaming and stuff. Because then you're like training to be a YouTuber, training to be somebody like with YouTube, and that's like part of my career. So it'd be like if I did it on the game, I thought it was really fun before, and I played it a few times, but I've not got the second one yet. So it might be cheaper now because it's been out a while. So I could Google it and know what the price is. Oh, here's my sleep thing, but we'll go to that in a minute. I'll do that off air. They want to know about my sleep, and like it's like a thing that you fill out on one of those mental health apps. So I'm supposed to be going to Google. That's what I'm going to, and then we're going to Google. What is it called? YouTuber or my YouTuber or something like that. Is it called my YouTuber OMG? YouTuber or game OMG game. Yeah, I think this is it. YouTuber's life on Steam. There's a second one. They may have one for your phone too, looks like even. So if there is one for your phone, I'm definitely going to download it. YouTuber's Live Gaming Channel. No, it's $9, but it might be fun to play on my phone. I'm not going to get it today, but let me write that down for the thing for the future if I write it down. So they have the mobile one. Why are these this way? But either way, do it either way. YouTuber TUBERS Life Gaming Channel. So it's a gaming one too. So when I have an extra $8 or $8.99 or for my birthday or something, I might buy myself that. Nope, I never got the Harry Potter because I've never seen any of the movies, and so I'm like, what good is it going to do me to get the game if I've never seen a Harry Potter movie? I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I've never seen the Hobbit movies. They have it one for, I think it's only for Nintendo. I don't know about the one. Yeah, they have the YouTuber's Life OMG. What about part 2? So maybe I'll change this. YouTuber's Life. What is it called again? OMG. And then there's a part 2. YouTuber's Life. If I can spell it right. YouTuber's Life. OMG. Number 2. Oh, they have it on Steam for $25. So I can sit here and play it on my computer. Do they have it? They do have it for PlayStation 4. So I can buy it on my PlayStation 4. Probably be easier. I'm still going to have to either sit in the chair or play in bed. But like I say, my bed to the TV is sometimes a little far away. So sometimes I can't see stuff as well. So let's see. PlayStation, how much it would be. I don't know. It's basically a sequel to the first one. And I beat the first one, I don't know how many times. Oh, they have it for the oh, that's for the PC too, maybe. And this one says 30. the Steam one that's I have it on sale. Let's see, there's different ones. So I might like the PC version and like sit here and play it on the computer, but then I wouldn't know how to stream it. So there's YouTubers Live 2. If I have it for my phone, I'll look that up too. YouTubers Live 2. They have it for PC, PS4. I mean, I could eventually maybe get a Switch or something so we can just, do other things. It's not just do some other games that'd be more family friendly and stuff. But a Switch is a lot of money, so I can't just go out and just buy any like game I want to buy. Stuff like that. Okay, I'm checking my phone real quick. Yeah, she said she didn't have time to create it, so it's playlists and trailers. Okay. And yeah, this girl I went to high school with, she mentioned me something. I already forgot, but talked to her earlier on the. She said her books are available on Kindle, and most are part of the Kindle Unlimited. And she says she wrote a book at the beginning of the year called Soul Kisses. It's like a love poetry book. She writes a lot of a little like racy stuff or like fantasy type stuff with like vampires and monsters and different things as well. So that's pretty good. I don't know how many books she wrote, but I graduated high school with her. So, and Fears has met her at one of those conventions up in St. Louis. So I was like, yeah, I went to high school with her. Fears, I graduated with her. I seen her at the class reunions. Yep, I know who she is, Fears. Really? You graduated high school with her? Yeah, I know her, Fears. Yes. My birthday, I don't know if I'll stream the whole birthday, but it depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'll probably do a stream after. I can take some videos and put them up, maybe like short videos. Like we're probably gonna go out to eat and do something, but yeah, I don't know what we're gonna be doing. When I get a new foster dog as well, I'm not able to right now. Um, I might possibly be by later. Like the 21st. If I get a check on the 21st, I keep expecting it, but that doesn't mean it's gonna come. And that's on a Friday. It's 2 weeks from this Friday is when I should get my paycheck. If I don't have enough watch hour times, they may not give me a paycheck until like a month or two or until I get my watch hours up. And that's what I was trying to look a while ago. Like, what is my watch hours? I think I have to go to dashboard. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just go to dashboard, or maybe it's in my YouTube studio, but I just couldn't figure it out a while ago. I do want to look at what it is right now. Like, how far away am I from that? How am I on Instagram instead of YouTube? I don't know. I clicked some. Oh, it's a button beside it. I clicked that button. Okay. Okay, we're rambling. So we go to me, and then there's a way to like. It could be under something else. Okay, no, I'm not sharing my channel. What are these other things? Where is this stuff at? Where I find stuff? It's got to be YouTube Studio because nothing is like working. I'm going to try this again. Okay, here's your views. Here's my watch time. But I think that's the past. Okay, we want to do watch time, but we don't want to do this. So we want to do for the past year. Okay, we're still kind of low. It's like averaging. We're around 319. So I don't know if that's like 319 hours. I think we have to get 4,000 if that's still the rule. So we got a long ways to go. We may not get a check for a year or two. I don't know, but eventually we're going to get a check again. All right, but we got it once, so they may just like since I've already like reached it, you may not have to keep it, but I think you're supposed to keep it. How much watch time? I'm trying to Google this. May have to like do the speak. No. Where am I at? Okay, watch time hours are required. Okay, we're trying required. Okay, or to get a YouTube check. To get okay, we're trying. We're still typing long letters. To get. I used to be able to do much better than this at typing and stuff, but because I've been so sick, I just can't really. To get a YouTube. We're almost there. YouTube. Check. Because I know I got the subscribers. but I don't have the hours right now. So 4,000 within a 12-month period, along with 1,000 subscribers to become eligible for monetization and start earning on the platform. Okay. To get, you need to reach both. Only watch time accumulated in the last 12 months counts toward your monetization. I had like 8,000 at one point, so I know I can get it again. The problem is, like, am I gonna get my paycheck when I'm doing my paycheck? Mars, just in time. We're about to read the Jesus Calling. Maybe do a quick song, and then I got to get off here because I either probably have to eat a snack and get ready to go to church. I mean, I'm dressed and ready. I just have to comb my hair again, maybe brush my teeth, eat a quick snack or a sandwich or something, and get ready. And I got to feed. I got to do everything at 5 o'clock, and then I just want to take my medicine and feed Adam again. So we already got to do that anyways. So we do that, and then get ready to go to church because it's going to be busy, and we may have to get a. I mean, she can drop me off at the door, but I don't want her to have to walk a mile either. And we got the walker, so maybe she can use the walker today, and I can just hold on the walls and just go slow. Because I was going in slower than her this morning with the walker. It's really struggling, and then she was a little faster than me, and then when I left, I was faster than her after I got healed and the demon cast out. It may not have been full of demon. It was close to a demon or a very evil spirit. I just know that's at least an evil spirit, possibly a demon. So if God showed me it was a demon, that's what the stream is going to be named. What did I even name this? I don't even know. But then if you guys want to link it in the Discord, you can, or link it to me in my Discord, and then I can link it to Richie's or whatever under the self promo thing or whatever. I didn't set a goal. It is very scary because like Adam was looking around and like Adam the dog was looking around and seeing things and was barking, and someone came in the door. Like I'm just there by myself and someone came in the door. I know they did, but there's no one at the door and there was no one outside and no new cars were here. So I'm like, what is going on? Why is like coming in my house? And then later, like I said, I seen it that a week ago Saturday when I was doing the mindfulness thing with my therapist. And she's retired and I have the new therapist on Tuesday. Yeah. So we're gonna call you. Did we agree on Bam Bam or we agreed on Scrappy Doo? So Adam's nickname is Scrappy Doo now. So it's just easier. Yeah, say Scrappy Doo. And that's gonna be so much easier. We figured out that that's wee wee is what the WIWIW stands for is wee wee. And welcome Mars to the channel. We still got 6 watching. I know people get bored. People have other things to do. People have to eat dinner. People have to go to church. So I understand if you guys can't sit and watch the 2-hour streams. But watch toward the beginning. We're talking about the demon. No, Joey. No, Joey. I'll let that one go. But the next one we're going to delete. Scrappy Doo, the human, or Scrappy Doo, the dog? I don't think there was a Scrappy Doo, the human. There was like Shaggy, and there was Scooby Doo, and then there was Scrappy Doo. So Shaggy's and then there's Fred and Wilma. And who was the other woman with the redhead? I always forget her name. There was Fred and Wilma, and Scooby Doo, and Shaggy. But there's a redheaded girl, and her name is slipped my mind. Okay, Scrappy Doo. Yeah, he's technically Scrappy Doo the human, but we don't have to say the human. We just say Scrappy Doo. All right. Today's March 2nd, and my mom read this earlier. She said another time she'll come in and say hi, but she was kind of relaxing. We're gonna go to church, and so she's just relaxing, enjoying her coffee. I have gotten her to calm down her caffeine a little bit, and like 7, 8 o'clock, she stops and switches to decaf, so that way she's still getting the taste of coffee, and she is sleeping more soundly. We can't stream our guys at church, and because there's no Wi-Fi there, they don't allow that. They don't allow all the pictures and video. They're gonna stream it live, Joey. So you guys may see me up there like on the video, and then you might see me in the 10 o'clock video when I was up there falling on the floor and getting the demons cast out. So there might be that too. So you guys can look at the 10 o'clock video. I think when they first I was doing the music, I went up there and got prayed on and everything, and I was already feeling better. And then later, like when they did the altar call, I went up and Brother Tim was right there. Pastor Tim was right there. He anointed me with oil again because they anointed me with oil and tried to cast out the demon. I felt like the demon was cast out then. No, pray. Pray is where they lay hands on you and help heal you. But yeah, Joey, we already went over the rules a little bit about this before. If you're gonna annoy me, you're gonna start stuff, you're gonna get stuff timed out again. Okay, I'm gonna read this now. So please don't annoy me. I've already had a rough day. I mean, I've had a good day, but I've had a rough day and I'm tired and I've only had 3 hours of sleep. So hopefully I can sleep tonight because I'm not gonna have time to take a nap. And I may not stream after church unless something like happens. Or something, God tells me to stream, because we're going to do the Jesus calling. This has been almost a 2 hour plus stream, and this is going to have the scriptures. This is going to have the thing. Yeah. At first I was having like dreams, and like I only had the one dream like during the mindfulness. What do you mean dreams? Like what happened to me? I don't understand what you're saying. My neck is killing me. Sometimes I have the fan on, it like really kills my neck. So you're like sitting in this chair, and I have my feet up. I'm supposed to keep my feet, according to the physical therapy people, I have to have my feet on the ground or my feet up. Okay, well then you saw what happened, and like I say, Adam, my dog, saw this stuff too, and then yeah, he came in the house. Somehow he came in the house, but then he kind of stayed hidden, and I didn't see him. Mom didn't see him, but Adam usually can see stuff. Dogs are more, or like dogs and cats are more prone to like seeing spirits, and like children are. They're more prone because they're more innocent, or they're more, they're more prone to seeing that kind of stuff. Well, you said that before, Joey, so we'll pray for you. You might want to watch the church services, or I can have the pastor and them call you and pray for you too when they have time. But they haven't even had time to get back to me. They've been busy. There was a funeral thing yesterday, so they've been busy. So they have like thousands of people in that church. They're busy. They didn't have time to get back to me before I went to church. And then I filled out the thing because I have a new system. I put out the thing like what I wanted to be prayed for, and then and they got my information, and I put that I wanted prayer and baptism. So I am going to get baptized. I don't know what day it is that I'm going to get baptized. We'll work it out with the church and stuff, but it may be the next one coming up, and it may be in a month or two because I'm not able to walk all the way up there to the steps and stuff. But maybe slowly I can. Eventually I can. But I'm not good at steps, and you have to go all the way up there, the steps, and then go down to the baptismal thing. It's a lot of steps. So, but if God's going to heal me again and give me more peace and heal my legs where I'm able to walk and do stuff like that. But I went in like walking slower than Mom, walking with the walker. And then I left walking faster than her. Of course, there was congestion because everybody was trying to leave. So I just waited patiently in my time and turn, and then I went to the bathroom. So that's why I took the walker. I was going to just like take the walker at all because I was doing better. But I'm like all the way to the bathroom, and then she picked me up on that side instead of at the front. And there's like a drive-through circle at the front where you can like drop people off. And they're supposed to have valet now. So if Mom doesn't feel like parking, or if there's no parking, they have valet now. So that's good too. So March 2nd, and this is the Jesus Calling book. Enjoying peace in his presence. Yes, it's an old book, but Mom loves it. This is the one. He didn't get this one, but this is the one I sent to Pixel. He got the smaller one without the scriptures, but it tells you what scriptures to look up. Tonight I'm going in person, and I went in person to the 10 o'clock. I couldn't convince Mom to go to all three. So she's like, I don't want to get up and be there and have to be there for the 8 o'clock. So I watched the 8 o'clock while I was getting ready and while I was having my breakfast. So we seen the 8 o'clock, and she's seen bits and pieces of while she was getting ready. And then I went to the 10 a.m. They have an 8 a.m., a 10 a.m., and then tonight is 6 p.m. Last Sunday I was going to watch it, but then it wasn't the Beauty for Ashes or anything. So those are the prayer services where they do more of the healing and stuff. And so tonight is going to be the Beauty for Ashes, and the pastor's wife is going to speak. 2 of the girls are going to graduate, and it's going to show all their before and after videos. And so, yeah, so there's 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 6. It's usually at 6 p.m. is the night service, and then they have a Wednesday night at 6:30. Probably be for that one. I may drive myself one of these days, but I'm I do the best I can do, and I'm already doing better. My pain is a little bit better. I still have cramping and like muscle spasms in my legs and arms, but I can stand and walk a bit more, and I'm not as in pain. And I had to sit down several times, even though we were standing up and sitting down. I had to sit down. So I went up during the song and hooked the walker up there, slowly got up there, and just kind of lay down over the steps because I couldn't get on my knees because my knees are all screwed up from the arthritis. So then, two or three people prayed over me. And then I felt like the demons were kind of gone, or like mostly gone. After that, I felt a little bit of peace with like the hate and the anger and all that other stuff I was having. And so that was that one. And then when they had like the call for the altar call, I went up and I was like, I was one of the first ones up there, or the first one up there. And I went up there without the walker. So I walked up there, was on my own pace. I wasn't running down the aisle, or anything, but I went up there at my own pace, and I still one of the first ones up there. And so I didn't take the walker. And then we prayed over a baby that may have spinal bifida. We prayed over this other guy who's having issues with his blood sugar and having to get a whole new pancreas. And then, but yeah, I got slain in the spirit like I did the one time where I got healed. And he barely put the oil on me and all the way down. I can link it in the Discord later. Yeah, I'll link you the Discord. It's basically you type in Lighthouse Church, and if you type in Dexter, Missouri, it should come up. It should come up because it's just Lighthouse Church. I'll type it in the chat, but I'm not going to be able to, or I can find the link to it. But look that up first, and then I'll try to get the link here. 2 seconds when I get done reading this, because otherwise, we'll never get done reading it. I keep saying I'm going to read it. I am the resurrection and the life. Let's see. Okay. Life is in all, or life is in caps, and so is resurrection. Well, resurrection and the life is all life, all in caps. All lasting life emanates from me. Okay, that's emanates. People search for life, and it's me capitalized because they're talking about Jesus. It's like Jesus talking to you. That's why I call it Jesus calling. So you can search that on YouTube, guys. If not, I'll put the link in a minute. And the 8 and 10 o'clock should already be there. It's under lives because there's videos and lives. You have to, like you do with YouTube, you have to go under the lives, and they should have it in there. People search for life in many wrong ways, chasing after fleeting pleasures, accumulating your possessions and wealth. Yeah, did I read this? Yeah, possessions and wealth, and then trying to deny the inevitable effects of aging. Yeah, trying to look younger, trying to have money, trying to have possessions, and then trying to pleasures. Yeah, I understand all that. Meanwhile, I freely offer you abundant life to everyone who turns towards me. And as you come to me and take my yoke upon you, and I fill you with my very life, this is how I choose to live in the world and accomplish my purposes. This is also how I bless you with joy unspeakable and full of glory. The joy is mine and the glory is mine, but I bestow them on you as you live in my presence, inviting me to live fully in you. Okay, now we're going to read the 3 scriptures, and then I'll try to find the link to the church. We might have a quick prayer. I got to leave in about 30 minutes. I still have to have a snack, so we have to hurry here. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will live even though he dies. And that is John 11:25. Okay. The next one is Matthew 11:28 and 29. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. So you can give you rest if you're really I have to get this up so my system, but he can help you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Whom having not seen, ye love. Okay, and this is 1 Peter 1:8 and 9. This is the King James Version, so it's going to be a little different, hard to read. Whom having not seen, ye love. And, okay, and when, though now ye see him not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. Okay, so that's today's lesson. So basically, Jesus is the resurrection and the life, and so is God. They're basically the Trinity all together, and then you have the Holy Ghost. So as you come to me, take my yoke, I will fill you with this life. And this is how I choose to live in the road and accomplish my purposes. And I'll speak more about my purpose another day, but it's like about the things where I'm helping people and stuff. That's literally what God told me that I have to do. When he tells me that this particular story needs to be out there more, the police are looking for more victims in multiple states. Yeah, I'm going to put the one guy out there soon. That they had a 6 when the story came out, they had our 6th victim come forward. If there's only 6 just in the St. Louis area that's actually come forward, who knows how many there is? I've been told by God there's probably close to 50 to 100 more just in the state, maybe. And there's possibly up to 1,000 victims in the whole United States, possibly, or even other countries if he has enough money to travel. So, yeah, he's very violent, but he looks normal. So, people go back with him to an apartment or whatever. He keeps them for hours and hours and hurts them in unspeakable ways. One girl was, I think, there for like one was like taken for like 2 hours. There was another one that was taken for like, I forget the amount, if it's 6 or 7 or 8 hours. It wasn't like a full day, but like stuff happened to her over 6 to 8 hours. That shouldn't have happened to her. So I even used to meet people at places like gas stations and parking lots, like lit parking lots and stuff. And I'd still go along with them eventually later. But if they seem normal, then I wouldn't go along with them anywhere. So if they didn't seem right, then I'd be like, no, okay, it was nice to meet you. I'm going home. There's a lot of that. But now I don't even bother with the dating apps because there's so much like scams on there, and there's so much people that scam people out of money, or that say that they're going to be like this and then they're not like this, or they use the wrong pictures that are like older pictures and they're not truthful. And you guys know how I hate liars. So it's just best that I just stay off of all that social media, with the dating apps. God will lead me the right person when it's time. If he wants me to have a person, maybe I'm not meant to have anybody. Maybe I'm meant to be alone and do all this purposeful stuff to help all the animals and be with the animals. Some people don't want kids. I don't really want kids. I know people that don't want kids, and they're very happy with their fur babies and their animals. So, some people, things can go different ways. So that's what my take of this. If you choose to live in God's world and accomplish, his purposes, then he will bless you with joy unspeakable and full of glory. And the joy is mine. This is him speaking now. The joy is mine, the glory is mine, but I will bestow them on you as you live in my presence, inviting me to live fully in you. That's a very good sermon. I don't know. I might talk to her in a few days, but yeah, her trying to force me to memorize the Bible, or force me to like do this kind of things. I've had certain Bible scriptures memorized since I was like, I don't know, 5, 6 years old. Do I need to rememorize them? No. Do I need to memorize other scriptures? No. I have a Bible on my tablet. I have 2 Bibles here. That's one is King James and one's NIV. I have my study Bible here that I bought. I have, let's see, is this the Bible? I can't read it right now because it's so little, but I have this one that I can put in my purse. It is just New Testament, Psalms and Proverbs. I have another one in the living room that's the same thing, only bigger. So, because it's pretty small print. If I bring it up to the camera, it's hard to read unless you have, even with the bifocals and stuff, it's going to be hard to read this. But for people that, to help, and I need scriptures, but I can look scriptures up too. And God will tell me, if I'm supposed to witness to someone, God will tell me the right words to say. God will show me the scriptures, and maybe even show me how to read this. If I take my glasses off and look down, I can read a little bit better. These are supposed to be bifocals. They're supposed to be able to help me read, not have me like pick up and do this. And like, that's what I did before I even had bifocals. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I'm going to go now. I will continue to pray for you guys. I'm not going to pray on stream unless it's a quick one. But we'll have time to pray another day. But it's going to be plenty more streams coming up. I'm going to be doing a prayer service once a week on either a Friday or Saturday like during the day, or maybe even have a few hours and continue it. And I'll be reading the Jesus Calling. I'll be doing songs. There will be acapellas. What else does it say? Videos, or it's going to either be a videos or short through the week. That the ones that we do now, or it's not going to be 2.5 hours every time. This was like a catch up, tell about the demon and stuff, and tell what I went through today. It should be on the 10 a.m. I'll get a link for you guys before I get off air. And then weekly prayer and what did I even write? Weekly prayer and music, acapella, and Jesus Calling. And I might have a panel on that one, or even, other people. And then if I go back to gaming, it's probably going to be a little bit before I come back, because I haven't even played games in a while. I get to where I almost want to play a game, and then I'll be like, no, I'm tired. I just want to lay down and watch some TV. So we're going to start with the gaming streams. They're going to be about 15 to 30 minutes long, maybe 45 minutes, eventually work up to the hour. And they're going to be the games. I have my MLB The Show. I don't have the brand new one, but I might be able to get not the new one, but the one down from it with the EA Play. I still have, MLB 21. I still have that one with the disc. And there's a lot of games I have. Yeah, and the new one you can get a woman. There's a woman one, I know, but I don't have money for the new one. Um, and then gaming, you have very short, and then work up to that. I can start doing Sims. We could. I really don't want to do the 100 baby stream yet, but what I can do, yeah, I understand it was in the last one. I meant to wait a year to get it or whatever until it goes on sale, or wait till Christmas or Black Friday, or ask for it for my birthday. But until then, I mean, I've already asked for several things, and I haven't like gave them on the list yet. But we're planning on getting new phones, getting rid of this stupid XS. I mean, I love my phone, but it's an iPhone. But getting rid of the XS because it's slow. I like a better phone. I mean, I don't care if I get the 15. I either have to get the 15 or the 16. It doesn't even have to be the Pro or the Max or whatever. And I just need one that's the 256 because I have so many apps. And then Mom is fine with the one down, or we can get her both 256 so she can take more pictures and stuff on her phone. And then, like I say, there's going to be those, and then the gaming. And then I talked a little bit about my purpose. Yeah, I know. You told me about it the other day, Joey, or when it was coming out that they had the women one in this one where they would have the women's league or something. It has a women's RTTS, whatever that means. So my purpose is going to be sharing Amber Alerts. And if you guys see of an Amber Alert anywhere near Missouri and it's all in the surrounding states, like Joey can help me with that too. Road to the show. Okay. And we're going to be looking at the Missouri Sex Registry. We're going to be talking about my past people that might be in the registry already. And anything with horrible crimes, like the one I just talked about with the one that multiple rapists or serial rapists is what you would mostly call that in multiple states. Anything I missed, because there's two things that I found, and no, that's something else. There's two things. There's 3 or 4 stories about him. He wanted his bond reduced because I think they had his bond at like $500,000. Did not get his bond reduced. And there was something else. There's a sixth victim came forward from the St. Louis area. So of course I can't release her name because it's like you're not supposed to do that. But missing kids, missing. There's a veteran missing. I don't think they found him yet, but maybe I need to do a post again. But he's still missing. Last seen in Jonesboro at like 2 something in the morning. I think 2 days after he was missing. So he's been missing over a week. So anything, I think I've got this spelt wrong, but any kind of violent rapist or rapes in the area, domestic violence type of uses, anyone gets charged with domestic violence or abuse or anything that's in my state, I'm probably gonna be posting about it. Or anytime that like they find us, or if God leads me that there's some people getting sex trafficked out there and like where they're at or what they're going on or what's where the area, then I do a little more research. But send that off to the police. The police doesn't have enough time to like do all this research and stuff. And then also look at the sex offender registry. And then I wrote some other stuff down about that YouTuber game, YouTubers Life gaming channel, and that's one like mobile for like $9. And then there's the YouTubers Life. I got the first one, and then there's the YouTubers Life 2 that's also on PC and PS4 and Switch and a couple other places. So I'm gonna probably play that game eventually. It depends on how much it costs. So maybe I can give Mom to give me some money or give me a gift card to PlayStation or a code to PlayStation, and then I can buy some games on that too. Or she can get me a PlayStation gift card, but I don't trust gift cards too much. So might be best to just give me money. So yeah, the gaming streams will be fun. I'm not going to play anything TV mature or what is it? The mature type, but I will play teen and everyone and whatever it is. I guess there's teen and everyone. But I'm not going to be playing like the mature type games. I might play those sometimes on my own, but I'm not going to stream them. I will play them on my own, but I will not stream any more of those. And I might be taking a lot of stuff off my channels because I want my channel to be more family friendly. I want my channel to be more Christian. So anything God tells me to delete is going to be deleted, and I'm going to clean up my channel. So right now I wrote that down somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Where the heck did that go? Because I had it on like a piece of paper. Is it on the back of this? No. Where the heck did that even go? Oh, wow. We lost that completely, didn't we? Maybe I wrote it down somewhere else, but I know I have it. I don't know where it went. It had like all like the things, like my stats. But anyway, we will find it another time, or we'll redo it. Because I've got all my post-its. I've got smaller post-its over here. I have like the snowman ones for the Christmas time. I have these tinier ones over here, and then I have the snowman ones that I've had forever. And then, like I say, that I have the bigger ones that's going to be easier to write stuff down on. And then I need to get some notebooks, and I've got notebooks in the living room or I need another notebook maybe I needed the notebook that I kept for the Rape Crisis Center up there that I was going. I had like a notebook that somewhat used to journal, and I might just keep this over here, like around me, like if I want to look up a scripture or something and I can't get to my other Bibles, have this by my things to look up stuff. So no, I did Death Stranding. Did I ever finish it? No. I did Cyberpunk. Did I finish it? Yes. So you guys are gonna have to go by memories or go back and find my channel, and then I'm just gonna unlist them. If I unlist a lot of the stuff, it's just gonna be easier than like deleting them. So I might just put unlist because that's gonna be a lot to delete. So if I unlist them all, and then you guys want links to certain things, I might give you guys links to certain things if you guys actually have to see them again. I wouldn't be. I'm not gonna be showing those on the 9-year anniversary. We'll be showing certain things. I don't know if I'll even show the Alex thing. It's out there. If you guys want to see it, it's out there. We might show parts of the Tommy thing, but not like the phone number and stuff leaking. We might just, do parts of it, and then we'll leave me with the Keemstar part, and Tommy freaking out. But I don't really want that on my channel either. I want to apologize to Tommy and let bygones be bygones. If we don't have to be friends, but just let I want to make a list of people that I need to apologize to, and I started that list the other day, and now I lost my papers. Maybe it's over here. Is it over here on this? No. Here's another thing though. Here's this other thing, and it's different, and it's like this. It's instead of like this, it's like this, and it's got lines. So that I've got this notebook too. So let's just take this one piece of paper off and try to do this where it's not as much tape everywhere and not sticking to stuff. Or I could stick it to my computer so I remember like the stuff. So there's that. There's another piece of paper. And we'll put these back over here somewhere. And then we got this notebook now because my other notebooks were like full. So we'll put these back over here. And these can go in my little space thing over here. Let me take this back out. It's just not working anyways. And then I've got this. And then the little ones. And then if I want a little one, maybe I can put a little one over here beside of me. So I can have a little one if I just need to write like a quick note on it, like a phone number or something. Because she organized my dresser a little bit the other day, and she did a pretty good job. And because it hadn't been really dusted in a while, because she just doesn't have time. I had knocked one of my controllers and my thing of vitamins like behind my dresser and behind my nightstand. So I was like, if you have time today, do it. If not, don't worry about it. Don't kill yourself. It was like a Friday or something. So she got all that out Friday, and found my other controller. And I was like, I got the purple one. I really don't need to have that. I'm not really playing that much. So we got to go. We'll have to leave at least leave within 30 minutes to get there and get a good parking spot. But they have the valet, so we'll be okay. And Mom and I got to have a quick snack or eat like half a sandwich or something. So I'm going to do that. I got a headache anyways. I'll have a little bit of soda, have a sandwich. And I appreciate everyone. One of these days I'm going to write down the fruits of the spirits again because that's how I used to end up my streams. But I wish everyone peace, love, and happiness. And be safe. And God bless everyone. God bless every single one of you. Okay? And hopefully no one else is dealing with demons. I can give you some people to call, some things to do. Let me get the link to that other lighthouse, because I can do that real quick. I don't know why it keeps doing this. The actual one from 4 hours ago, is that the same one? Yeah, I can actually just send you the link of the actual thing. 46 views. I can say, I don't know if it's going to show my stuff in there, but I'll just get the actual channel, and then you just have a link to the channel, and then just look for the live streams. Okay, where's the thing? Share channel. Copy channel. All right. And paste. There you guys go. There's the code for it or whatever that's supposed to be. So that's youtube.this, I guess. And then I'll link the other one. That's the one from earlier. That's the contemporary service that I like. Let's see if I can link this. Share. Copy. And paste. That's the 10 o'clock one. So you can just click on that, and that takes you to the 10 o'clock one. I don't know what happened to this other one, but I mean, if you got that, you can get the channel then. So I'm going to go. Mom is talking. I don't know if she's trying to talk to me or not, but we're going to have to get ready to go. So I'm going to end the stream. And God bless you and be safe. And I'll see you guys probably not after church tonight. It depends on how tired I am. Probably not going to want to stream again tonight. I'll see you guys soon. I don't know if it'll be Monday, but I'll be streaming soon. I'll probably want to wait till Tuesday after I see all the doctors because I have a new therapist appointment and my doctor appointment. I get the blood test back. Okay. So then I can update you on all that. I will do a short Jesus calling tomorrow. It might be one of the 3-minute things, or I just do it and then send it. So it'll be like a YouTube short and then post it on my Facebook, X, and Instagram. And yeah, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X for now are my 4 things that I'm posting stuff on for Jesus calling. So I may just do one and then a video to one of them and then repost them. That might be how that comes out. But bye-bye. Follow the Carrie Brick Road. Follow the Carrie Brick Road. Follow the Carrie Brick Road to Carrie Stream. To Carrie Stream. To the Carrie Show. All right. Peace out. Bye.